Hello, hello, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. How are we this wonderful Friday? I hope we're having a good day so far. I'm going to keep this nice and short because we've got some stories to tell, but we are back on Nations. This is an official lore stream. Just fully letting you guys know, official lore stream. So I might not be interacting with chat as often as I usually do, but thank you in advance for hanging out with me, for being here, for being a part of the story, and just for overall just hanging out. Thank you for all the follows in advance, all the subs in advance, anything and everything. Thank you in advance. You're amazing. You're wonderful. I care about you all so, so much. And let's just go ahead and jump right in, why don't we? I'll switch here. Need to make sure things are picking up. Maybe? Yes, we are. Okay, great. Let's do this. Okay. So, when we were last here, we had spotted some people, or rather, Grim had spotted some people, the doctor, and the tracks had gone east. They were up, like, overish that way, by, like, the observatory, and it was a case of, like, oh, there were people here, but they very clearly were trying to not be seen. They were trying to not be seen, and it definitely looked like, or if Grim said they were looking at us, that obviously means that they were, scouting us out. We've been on the lookout for like about a week or so now. I'm gonna see if I can meet up with some people at the town hall. The Hound Hall, excuse me. Just to kind of reconvene. Cause it's, I haven't seen anything while being at the library, so I'm curious if they've seen anything. As I bounce my way on over. Hello, anyone in here? Hello? I'll let you sleep, my bad. My bad. In the Hound Hall of all places, but okay. If it works, it works. So let's go ahead and just put on... I did unmute myself. Yeah, okay, you guys can't hear me. Just checking. Okay, so... if I remember correctly... Oh, hey! You're awake.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Did you just pass out in the freaking Hound Hall?
Yep.
I see. No big
Had to
deal.
stay somewhere.
Yeah, fair. The observatory not comfortable?
I didn't think about the observatory.
That's where you've been.
Oh yeah.
Did you walk down here looking for a place to... Oh, gross. It's okay. It's okay. Come on. We can head on in.
I wanted to.
It's okay. We don't have to talk about it. We can just head back in. We can head on in. And then I also repaired the signs, although they're a different color wood, and I do feel kind of bad about that.
Oh. Oh.
It's gross. Do we want to go get oak wood really quickly?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go get oak wood. Because that is gonna bother, I think, everybody in this near vicinity.
Yep.
Actually, I wonder, I might have oak wood in the chest for the tower.
Maybe.
I have 2 oak planks. And that's
Perfect.
it.
Well.
I don't think there's anything down here. I think this should just be lapis. Yeah.
Oh.
Nothing in here then. I guess we could go to the supply house?
Yeah.
Or the library. The library might have materials too.
Actually, yeah.
You want to check the supply house? I'll check the library.
Yeah. Okay.
Meet up at the Hound Hall! Okay. After repair, then we'll talk about stuff. first and foremost... Nope. More spruce. We've got a lot of spruce wood, which actually I'm not complaining about. Spruce wood is probably, if not the best block, one of the best blocks to build with. Spruce just looks so good. Like, just look at literally any of our builds. You'll see spruce wood. It's great. Spruce wood, the official block type endorsed by Decora. Anything?
Nope.
Alright. Well, there are oak trees over here. Oh, there's also all the chests in front of, like, the camp.
Oh yeah.
And in the mountain. Okay, let's check over here first and foremost. Yes, chickens. I hear you, chickens. No.
We had so many chickens.
Dear God. Oh, the sounds. Oh, the sounds. Okay, I'm gonna check in here.
I forgot that we stayed here.
Yeah. These are my birds.
What are we looking for?
There's two oak signs in
oak wood.
here.
Oh, take it, take it.
Here, I got 31 here.
Give,
Oh,
please. I missed it. I did a horrible thing and used 2 different block types for signs.
Why would you do that?
Because I just needed them. I wanted them replaced. They've been taken down and gone for so long.
That's a different type of curse.
I know. Look, not all ideas are good ideas. I just did what I thought was gonna work for the time being, and then it doesn't.
Oh my lord.
I'm aware it looks bad,
Here, I
right?
dropped these.
Here, you can just place them. They can just be empty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's nothing to really rate. There's a crafting table upstairs. Blink. Now, will 3 oak signs be enough? 1, 2. Yes, it will!
I'm gonna go get one of my house and get some. I'll be right back.
You know what?
I need to grab something from my house, so I'll be back.
Okay, catch you in a bit. You good?
I'm just resting my eyes.
You wanna not do that on the hard floor of the Hound Hall?
Honestly, it's the first sleep I've gotten in a while.
Okay, fair enough. But like, there's gotta be like at least in a chair.
But then you're sitting.
Okay, well how about look? These are couches. You can just lay on the couch.
Okay.
You can literally just like lay here. Yeah. See, there you go. There you go. Isn't that like a bit more comfortable? You're laying on the top part of the couch like a cat, but I'm gonna assume
Yeah,
it's comfortable.
Not really.
Okay, so you wanna try somewhere else? You wanna?
I mean, the floor's pretty great. You'd be surprised.
I don't think that's. Hello? 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 Is that Grim? Grim! Grim, come back! Grim! Come back! Hi.
Hi, I did not notice you.
It's okay. We were in the Hound Hall. What brings you down here?
I'm just getting more materials to bring back up to the observatory.
Oh, right, about that. I forgot we derailed because of the wood thing. Actually, can we all meet in the Hound Hall for a little bit just to talk about what we've seen over the week? Yeah?
Yes, we can
Cool.
do that.
Sweet. Thank you. Just as a quick recovery of kind of like what's happened, what we've like been seeing, if we've seen anything at all, if we need to take a next step, like, you know what I mean? All the fun stuff. Okie doskies. I'm just gonna wander around the table because I can. How have Newton? he hasn't gotten much sleep. I'm gonna just let him be.
What?
You're good. If you need to rest, you're good.
It's alright. It's okay.
Okay, cool. How have things been, you guys? Since seeing whoever we saw. Have we seen anything more, anything less, any recurrence,
Nothing.
anything at all?
Interesting has been going on. There's been a boar standing at the observatory.
I see. How about you, Rose? Anything?
No. I've set up my treehouse not too far from the observatory, and I'm still yet to see anything, but I don't
Gotcha,
think
yeah.
anything's gonna happen.
Okay, I haven't seen anything as far as the library goes. I haven't seen anybody come in, anybody need come out. I know Bubs has been working on their house, specifically setting it up for spare housing in case Phoenix or Mustard need a place to stay for being like the whole like curse builder thing. How about you, Newton?
Pink Panther. Sorry, what was the question?
Have you seen anything while you've been wandering around from the people that we've seen last time?
I really haven't left my house much.
I see.
As far as things go, I haven't heard or seen anything.
Okay, gotcha. So, do we let this go?
I don't think it's something to let go. There's people here that surely would come back.
I'm inclined to agree with you. Would they come back? They were scouting us, technically, right? That's what we essentially kind of came to an agreement of. They were clearly looking out for us and scouting us. We know roughly they came from the east. But, like, to be fair, we've always understood there is a huge possibility of other people being around here. That's why we built the tavern out west.
Yes, I say if they come back again, we should capture them.
Capture them?
I mean, how would they phrase this without sounding bad? I say we just take them in for questioning. Why were they here? Probably not throw bags over their heads, as I was thinking.
So, like...
They kidnap people for no reason.
But, like, conducting an investigation, essentially, right? Like, so if they were to show up, we could talk with them. Hypothetically.
Yes, we can talk with them,
Yeah.
and if you want to do the good cop, bad cop, but Newton would be great for that.
I'm kind of getting something here. Hold on. There's a word. What was it? It's like somebody who essentially meets with other nations and like they like there's a word.
Like
I think it starts with like a D.
Like a delegate.
Is that
I
what
think?
it is? Like diplomatic like delegate?
Well,
that
diplomacy
sounds
is
similar, right?
diplomacy is essentially that. It essentially was like, if you're being diplomatic, you're meeting with other people on peaceful terms in order to discuss things with them, usually in regards of giant powers, like a nation, like a city. So I suppose your suggestion then is if upon meeting with them, whether they come here, we find them, we act diplomatically.
I mean, isn't that kind of what we've been taught with the whole divine creation thing, is like be kind to the world?
Precisely. It's a case of restoring a balance, right? So as of late, all they've done is come over, take a gander, and leave. That's as far as we know they've done. We don't know if they've built anything, we don't know if they've taken anything, we just know that they happen to know where we are. So as of late, the balance would be to go figure out where they are, but considering it's becoming nighttime and that we've kind of, it seems to just be the four of us at the moment. I'm sure there's some people probably still coming to and fro from the other areas, scouting about and gathering resources. But there's a certain danger in leaving Decora empty. I'd hate for people to come in and start tearing this place down. That's how corruption seeps through.
And you're right. And I do agree that we should be slightly diplomatic, but you cannot be too soft.
Exactly.
If you see them again.
Exactly.
Can't just show them that, like, oh, we are weak by just being overly kind. Gotta have some aggression in there, don't you?
I suppose. it's also the situation of they've come here. Do we try and find them? Obviously, in the future. I don't think doing so now with just the 4 of us would be a smart idea.
I mean, it would be fun, but you are right. It would be better to have more people.
Okay, so how about this? We wrote originally the plan to go towards the tavern, right? That was written a couple months back. Actually, we probably need to go back there. But that was something that we wrote about, and so people who were still here in the city knew. How about I write a thing on the board again saying, hey, plan to explore east? Far east? Specifically, Rose, you're probably somebody who needs to be there, considering you can probably detect tracks. I don't know if they've... It's been a week. Would they still be there? Would you still be able to find anything?
They'd probably be far away. There's probably been animals and stuff going across that
Okay.
would have moved them.
We'd have a general location, though, because you remember kind of which way they were leading off of, right?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to go write that down. So this is 2023, plans to head east. Finding scouts. Okay, so at least we have that kind of messaged out, and then I don't know. I've never had people, obviously, like travelers come and go, and usually they have no signs of malicious intent just because they walk in and they're like, "Hey, what's going on?" This is the first time I've ever been a part of something that's been scouted out. I'm not nervous to say anything. I'm not nervous. I'm not scared. It's just a case of can never be too cautious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So moving forward, I do think we don't have to be as adamant in our positions. I would like if people stuck around where they are. I need to get work done on the library anyway.
Yeah.
But I'd say, like, definitely staying up by the observatory is probably a best bet. Just in
Yeah, I
case
was
they
gonna
came
suggest
from,
that.
like, southeast and came over the mountain.
Yeah, yeah.
That would probably be my biggest guess there. Newton, if you want to head towards Bubs's place, either to just take a nap, or in case they came from, like, the northeast and just went a really long way, so we wouldn't catch them, I would suggest doing that.
Sure. I just have something I gotta wrap up at my house, but then yeah.
Okay, sure. Definitely head over then to Bubs's place in a little while. Yeah, I think, by the way, some people, if I'm remembering correctly, I think Phoenix and Hex went over to the tavern when we all went there and then tried to come back and got lost. I'm hoping they're coming back soon. I am unsure. However, I can feel that they're okay. I can feel that they're safe, and I can feel that they're making their way back to us. Like the merchants that I told you about. The ones that I think are coming this way, too. It's that same inkling, I suppose. The divine light speaking, I suppose. But we'll have to catch people up as they come in. Just another reiteration. And we might end up needing more places to stay. Or at least a repurposing of some buildings. Is there anything else I'm missing?
Not that I can think of.
I don't think so.
What did you say?
Not that I can think of.
Okay, Newton, anything that I'm missing?
Nope, all peachy.
Okay, then in that case, you, Newton, I'm taking you to Bubs' house now. If you guys don't mind heading back up to the observatory and just keeping an eye out. If you need anything, come down and let me know.
Okay.
But odds are you'll probably find it at the supply house rather than from me.
Okay, okay.
Alright, meeting adjourned, I suppose. You are
Alright.
coming with me, so you can get some
Got
sleep.
it.
Although you need to finish something at your house, correct?
It can
That
wait.
looks so much better. Thank God for oak signs. You sure?
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
Okay. Anyway, Bubs' house is over this way. But, yeah. Okay. Villager places. Why are you up, sir? You should be getting some rest. It's the middle of the night. What do you mean, no? Okay, sure.
Can't
know
argue
you.
with that logic.
Yeah. Precisely my thinking. But yeah, I think Bob's went out to go get a couple of more things, but yeah. Spare housing. So here, I'll come help you get it set up upstairs. Yep.
Well, this is nice.
Yeah, bunk bed set up. And I suppose you have a roommate.
I guess so.
Yeah, okay, if you need anything, obviously the supply house is... Oh, you have 2 roommates.
Ah,
For the time being, I suppose. If you need
Yeah.
anything, the supply house or find me. But again, working on the library, probably not going to be paying much attention. So
Okay,
if all else
sounds
fails, the
good.
supply house or someone else. But yeah, if worst comes to
Okay.
worst, let me know.
okay.
Okay. That's all that. Also, hello, Virgil. Hope you're doing good. Welcome to stream. Okay. I don't think I need anything else. I think... Set up. Actually, did we ever finish the map area? So we've got the 2 maps from Newton's place. We should probably make a map set up to the tavern. That needs to happen soon. Okay, but it'll be... Hello?
How's it
Oh
going?
my god, Phoenix!
Yeah.
Hey!
Sorry.
How are you?
Sorry, I've been gone. I've been a while.
It's okay. I'm just glad you're okay.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Granted, the divine creation willed it so it shall be, but gods, I'm just happy to see you again. How are you? How are you feeling?
I've been good. It's just I wanted to take some time away and kind of venture on my own.
Yeah, of course.
Just for a bit.
I'm glad to see that you're doing alright. You were out towards the tavern, right? Heading back here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You didn't happen to bring any ink sacks from the ocean, did you?
Sadly, no.
It's okay.
I
I
did not.
I happen to have 5. Do you need me?
No, I'm good.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah. Oh, let me catch you up to speed really quickly. So, about a week ago, we were working, just kind of like hanging around. I was working on the library over there, which is like a castle-esque build, but it's actually just going to be like a vault area for holding books and knowledge and such like that. And while we were over there, Grim from the tower spotted people that weren't Decorans. They were scouting us out,
Wait.
essentially, because they were staring us down.
There's others?
There's others. At least 3 other people, according to the tracks, that Rose had found. So we had been kind of like staking out, because we know they came from the east. Which means the tavern
So-
kind of was rendered slightly useless in this regard, but so be it. They came from the east, so we've kind of been staking out. I've been at my library. Rose and Grim, actually they're both still up at the observatory just in case anybody comes from the southeast. And Newton's over at at Bubs' place, keeping track over there in case they came from the northeast. And I've got the east-east. And you weren't here for follow me.
On my way.
Heck yeah. So, over in the tavern, another thing kind of happened.
Oh?
You'll notice the glowing signs?
Yeah, I see that.
So, essentially, as much as this can be rendered, this is from the divine creation itself, saying Decora has officially been made a place. This is an official home for all of us. However, we have to play our part. Once the divine
Okay.
creation saved our lives, and the king fell to corruption and the corrupt decay, the 2 gods, I suppose, became actively involved in human life, which was never supposed to happen. But because it has, we now have to keep a balance, physically. So, there are 11 of us. 5 of us are what you would call blessed builders, so the things that we create have an inherent blessing. And half of us are cursed builders, which have, essentially those buildings have an inherent curse. Now, this is no reason to be afraid, because the curses aren't bad things. Like, they aren't like, oh, you walk in and you're gonna die. No, it's like, it's that feeling of like, oh, maybe like you feel like slightly anxious, or like you keep hearing your name, but it's not really calling. I've seen worse, but it's always been when the corrupt decay is more active in a place, and considering we're all followers of the divine creation and blessed under its glorious light, we should be fine. And worst comes to worst, anything that is built by a corrupt decay can have somebody from a divine creation build with them, and then it'll balance out as neutral.
Okay.
So it's no reason to fret at the moment. But that's another thing that
Alright.
happened that I don't think you were here for.
Right.
But yeah. It just appeared
Yeah,
one day.
everything's. I missed a lot of stuff.
Oh, it's
yeah.
alright. We'll catch you up
I'm
to
just
speed.
trying to
No
catch up.
worries. Yeah. Of course, of course. But that's pretty much what's happened thus far as, like, events going on here. And the building of... Oh, have you seen the amphitheater? Or at least what's going to be the amphitheater.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see
You have seen
the
it?
more stuff we create here.
Sweet. Okay.
I'm not.
Have not. Oh, hey, look. Wait. Guys.
Oh,
Rose. Rose, stop.
Oh my god.
Sorry. But look
hi
who's back.
guys. Haven't seen you guys
Hi.
in a minute.
Hey, how's it going?
Sorry, didn't mean to give you a heart attack.
Going well.
You're good.
My bad. But yeah,
Hi,
Phoenix is
Grim.
back.
Hello.
Good morning.
Actually, here's
Rose,
what we can
last time I saw you, you were on a tree.
Yeah,
do. If you two don't
I'm still in
mind-
trees.
If you two don't mind,
Mm-hmm.
could you show Phoenix kind of the amphitheater and the observatory and fill in a little bit more? You're probably
Yep.
I'm gonna leave you with the two of them, so kind of working on the northeast or the southeast duty. Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. Just follow them. I'll be about in the library. Best of luck, you guys, and welcome back again, Phoenix.
Okay.
We've missed you.
It's good to be back.
All right. Be safe, guys. I knew it. The divine creation always knows, you know? The sanctity of the divine light with blessed knowledge for those who listen. Quite the treat, wouldn't you say? Oh, and I need to finish reforming that. Actually, hold on, I could probably do that now. Where could I borrow dirt from? How about here? That's kind of loud, hold on. Options, music and sounds. Blocks. There we go. And simply reform the ground just so that way we have like a little bit of space. Okay. Bum 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 ba-dum bum bum. Bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum ba-da-da. Just a slight reformation of the land. Okay, I could probably take him in here too. Hey Svetty, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day, my friend. Currently reforming the area. Doing good. Currently, like I said, reforming a little bit, just so that way things look a bit more safe, I suppose. Or even then just a bit more walkable. Let's get a bit more from in here. There we are. Hopefully that should be enough. Okay. Other than just this sharper corner here, I think this actually looks pretty neat. Oh, did I get a water? I did get a water. Hello, Rise. Okay. I think that works for now. I don't happen to have any dirt in here, do I? Of course I do. Of course I do. I always have dirt, don't I? I just... I am infuriating to myself. Did I stretch? I will stretch right now. Thank you for that. Actually, let me crack my back. Stretchies! Also ouchies! Okay, I think that's pretty reformed. Plus there's a way to get up. I think I got this side as well already. I did. Perfect. And that, you would have never known that this wasn't here already. You would have never known. Okay. I think that's good. Is it freeze? Am I frozen? Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. While I'm doing this, I'm gonna eat a snack. Because I got chips. I'm eating! Let me munch. Oh my god, hello? Who was that? Quack! Oh my god! 23 months, Quack! Jesus! Thank you! You're incredible, Quack! Our main character once again! I appreciate you so much. I hope you're doing well. I send you the biggest heart in the whole world. Ay, Dios mío. Quack, thank you for the gifted. I sent you the biggest heart in the whole world, Quack. You're amazing. You're so appreciated. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You're incredible. I hope you're taking care of yourself. Because you are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Ah, it's so cool always seeing you. It's so great. Again, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're taking care of yourself. I know you're a busy person, but you know, never too busy to take care. Okay. I could start replacing the top. Let's see. So much appreciated. You're so cool. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing well, by the way. I hope things are going good. Gods, that I was not expecting that. That's very sweet. I'm very happy right now. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of stone for this. I'm gonna need a lot of stone. So bye, thank you. Have an amazing rest of your day. Oh my god, Quag. 2 years? 2 years and 2... Wait. You followed me 2 days ago? 2 years and 2 days ago. That's ridiculous. That's like almost on the dot. 2/15/2021. That's incredible. Happy 2 years, man. That's so sick. That's so cool. That's so cool. Oh my god, it's 2 years. Jeez. And for the record, yes, I'm aware. I am aware that I kind of missed my own 2-year celebration. I'll do something if I can this weekend. Probably on Boxcraft, so, you know, redeem your tickets. Get a ticket to Boxcraft and come do things with me. You totally should, okay? Okay, hold on, I'll stop doing that now. But let's see. But yeah, it's okay. 2 years on, that was still really close. That's still super close and super sick. Cool skin? Why, thank you. I made it myself. This is the nation skin. This is me being the cool leader boy. Sorry, 1 second. I just got a message. Let me continue this. Boop, 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 boop. I'm gonna need so much stone. Oh. I'm also getting through my head the names of my pickaxes so I know which one's which. Because I have one that's silk touch and one that's not silk touch. Because, you know, sometimes it gets annoying getting all the ores rather than the actual thing. Okay. Where's the... Let's forget what this thing is. Nope, the stone's over here. Okay. And also, let me just... Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Skeleton, don't you dare. Hey. I've got like 8 million things going on in my head right now. You guys have no idea. Because, you know, being a leader's not easy. I mean, hello, people know where we are. And we have no clue who they are, what they want, where they're coming from. That's like kind of terrifying, you know what I mean? It's like ever so slightly nerve-wracking, I guess. But you know, what can you do? Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Hello.
Everything good?
Yeah, things are good. Yeah. Just essentially working on getting the rest of the stone smelting, so just waiting for that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were chilling in the observatory and we were just talking. And we were like,
Yeah.
should check up on you.
Ow.
Oh.
I'm okay, don't worry about it.
No, would you like me to go get more furnaces?
No, it's okay. The one furnace should be working fine at this point, because I'm also not going to be sticking around here. I'm going to end up doing some other things, just like either external decor,
Okay.
landscaping stuff. I'm pretty certain I'll be all right here. I do need to
Yeah.
go grab myself some more potatoes. So if y'all want to
Okay.
come with me to do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you haven't seen Newton yet, have you, Cookie?
I haven't seen him in a minute.
Yeah, he's over at Bubs' place if you want to go say hello. Straight north, essentially, from here.
Okay. I'll see you guys in a bit then.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Ouch. I need myself some potatoes. Oh, there's a bunch of stone in here. I guess I got ahead of myself. Is there a bucket? Ah, screw it. And day breaks yet again? Hey, everything alright over here?
Yep. I was planning to like move in for the bed and stuff, but I end up I think I'm gonna stick to like tents and stuff like that.
I see.
Or just the hound tool, and I was just grabbing some bread that I stored in there.
Fair enough. Hey, thank you. Turns out there was actually a bunch that were already smelted in another area too. So I've got a bunch of stuff that I can keep working with then. I'm good to go
Okay.
in the library.
Yep.
Again, just because I'm still kind of weary about those people.
Yeah. Is there any sign of them coming back?
No,
not yet.
but that's why I kind of think I know I can handle the library on my own. It's not a big area, and there's plenty.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm sure they're
Well.
fine. They're a doctor.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really mostly worried about having people kind of covering the northern ends and the southern ends, which is why I think
Yeah.
people in the observatory and over here are going to be most useful.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, heck, even Rose, if you want to go stay at your house, you're technically
Yeah.
southeast.
True.
That could work as well. But yeah, is Newton over here? Did he
I think I saw Newton
can't
at the
say
watchtower.
check, but I didn't see him.
That's fair, that's fair.
I think I saw Newton grandma at the watchtower.
Okay, totally fair. I'm gonna get
Yep.
back to work on kind of like completing at least the roof of the
Okay.
castle. If y'all can stick either near like the observatory or near like here-ish, I think
I'll
that'll
kind
help
of
cover
stick
our
on this
bases.
area.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Alrighty.
But all right, thank you guys.
Yep.
I will also, I guess, admit to you guys, there is a reason that I kind of want to be on my own over here. It's because technically they must have crossed at least over this way, which makes me the closest to them. I see this as a good thing, so if this is an attack, at least it's myself being prepared. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. So in a case of like someone does come in, it's like, oh, we're gonna kill you. It can at least be like me being like, okay, well listen, maybe you don't have to do that. We can talk about it first.
So what are you up to?
Not much. Just kind of putting some stone in here, getting things ready for the rest of the build. That's all.
Alright, very well.
Yeah. Actually, oh wait, shoot, I need this stone. Yeah, how about? Okay, whoever's
right,
doing.
of course, I
Hello?
I apologize. Give it a moment. Well,
hello.
this is
I.
Don't worry.
I-
Don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed. It's fine.
Don't
soon
be
enough,
alarmed.
I'm sure-
Says the
I'm
voice.
sure that you'll see me soon.
Oh,
enough.
hi. Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Can I help? you? You're not from here. You're not from
Yes.
here.
No, I'm not.
I
don't-
was just
I'm
making
not
a
here to
joke about
hurt-
people.
I'm not here to hurt you, okay? Just stay
Okay,
calm.
cool.
Stay calm.
All right, cool.
Okay?
Yeah, we're good.
Also, be careful with your voice as well. It is also peaking like a motherfucker.
Oh my God. Allow me to
yeah,
just
it's all good.
whoop that.
Oh, yep. Yep. I might just whoop that myself actually
Yeah,
for totally no reason whatsoever. Yeah.
Let me really quickly make sure
Yep,
that
let me
whooping.
get you in my idea of where on earth you are on the little list that we have in every possible existence. Anyway, don't be alarmed, okay? I'm here to talk. I'm not here for
Okay.
violence.
Cool.
As long as you aren't, of course.
Yeah, of course. I mean, just tell me, do I look like somebody who's gonna try and kill you?
I've seen people who don't look like they're going to kill me, but then try to stab me in the back, so, whether I see it or not, doesn't matter, does it?
I suppose not. However, I am on my own in a completely abandoned building.
Of course. I
Secluded
thought
from
it was
anyone
better
else
to-
and usually carrying stone.
Yes, so hey, let's try not to murder each other. How about that? It'd be a
I
bit of a
like
bloody
that. I like that
battle.
a lot, thank you.
Good. Well, this is definitely a stranger encounter that I've done, and apologies for the jumping in on you. I wanted to do it when you were a bit further away from people, just in case there was a negative reaction,
I see.
As far as I'm aware, you
Interesting.
haven't tripped any switches either. I was listening into your conversation. Seems to be pretty much alone in the thoughts, so
Yeah,
understandable.
at the moment. I
So-
mean,
Tell me, what's your name?
call me Nomad.
Nomad, right, okay.
And you are?
Interesting pick. Well, in that case, call me Chaos.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yes, same. Let's talk a little bit, shall we?
Yeah, sure. Do you have any place you wish to talk? Because I'm assuming an incomplete area does not suit someone of your fancy.
Oh god, don't worry about this old thing. It's a older code, but it makes do. But I thought it'd be a bit more approachable than some other attire. Oh right. You have a few friends around, don't you? I assume.
Well, yes, my people, of course,
okay,
but they're
yes.
off doing
Okay,
gods
people.
knows what.
Okay. For the sake of letting each of us know, so everything's out in the open, I have my own people too.
I see.
Would it be more comfortable for you if I should call upon them?
I suppose they've no reason to hide,
Right.
if they're similar to you and don't intend on attacking.
Oh yeah, no, they should be just fine. Give me a moment. Any moment now.
I see. Well,
Okay,
that sounds. I've.
Yeah, take a seat.
All right.
It'll be fine. Don't worry. That's a good sign. No one no breaking the
understandable.
chain. Things are all fine. It's
I
all
see.
good.
I see.
So,
Hi. These are my people.
Hello.
hello there.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Hi,
meet
yes,
you too.
Hi.
this is Chaos.
Yes,
Nice to meet
hello.
you.
Hi.
Hello.
You might be. Oh, hello. Hi. Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh.
So where did you come
hello.
from?
Appears from the rafters from
Also,
downtown Uptown.
put your weaponry away, please.
Oh,
Yes, we don't need.
howdy,
weapons, I'm
partners.
sure. Oh, yes,
How's it
hello.
going?
Come on in.
The
These are
rest
my
are coming,
friends.
don't worry.
Oh, good,
come on in.
yes,
Oh,
do
do
bring
you
them
need a
over.
place to put your horses? Actually, we have a very
Actually,
very
yes,
good-
no, that would be quite beneficial. We have much to discuss, actually.
Sure.
Anyway, formal introductions. Hi, my name is Chaos, and I am with the group known as the Titans. We are simply
see.
a group of warriors hoping to settle down upon the island. It's a pleasure to make your
nice to meet
acquaintances.
you guys.
Nice to meet you as
Yes.
well.
Nice to meet you as well.
To meet the rest of you, hello. My name is Nomad. I am the, I
Hello.
guess, proclaimed leader of Decorah. We are a people that
Right.
abandoned or were forced to leave, I suppose, our old kingdom, and now simply
Oh,
settling
right.
for the betterment of the divine creation, as it was once willed.
Right, yes, divine creation, okay.
Yeah,
I'll ask about that in the
if you
future.
guys need a place to put your horses, and I see you guys have leads and ways to tie them up, we do have a little area right behind
Yes.
these trees over here. You can kind of see the fencing around it. You can go ahead and tie them there if you'd like.
Yes, let's follow the lead for now, let's be civil about things, shall we? Oh, excuse me.
Of course. I'm assuming
Apologies.
you don't want to stay in an
Right.
empty building.
I mean, we've stayed in worse places, I'm sure.
I suppose.
We've had camping out in the stars and in the caves and, through rougher areas. We're actually, funny enough, with your namesake, we're a nomadic group of people,
Oh.
Usually.
Interesting.
Yes, so we do a
Hey,
lot of
Grim,
the
tell-
exploring,
Yeah, of
Hey,
course.
Bubs, once they're done talking, I'll be
Oh,
at
this
Bubs.
is, this was, what was it you called this place?
Decora. Decora's our title.
Decora, right,
Yes.
okay. A new name, old name?
New name. A way of
Oh, right,
kind
okay.
of symbolizing that we've grown from the ash of what once was.
Alright, from the ashes, okay. Understandable.
Precisely, precisely. If we're all hoping to talk, we can meet in the Hound Hall if we'd like.
Sure, yes,
Yeah,
by all
this
means.
building
Obviously,
right
we
here.
are a guest of your land, so whatever works best
Of
for you.
course,
I'm
of course.
sure.
Oh, and a tour will have to be necessary later down the road, but we can start
yes,
over here.
I'd very much be looking forward to that.
Let's just
Yes,
make sure
anyway,
we get everybody
come now,
not
everyone.
lost.
Yes, hopefully we're not coming in at a intrusive time or anything. I know that you're busy, but
No, not at
I thought
all.
I might as well,
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
Thank you for not immediately killing
Alright, perfect, good.
us. Although we did just have people
That's not in
apparently
our
scouting
purview.
us out, and it was quite an interesting venture.
Oh,
Yeah.
What?
Rose,
Oh,
how
right.
many did you see? There were 3.
The 3 treks, yeah.
And Grim was actually
Oh,
Grim.
right.
You were the one who
Wait a
spotted somebody,
second.
right?
oh,
You! I saw you!
Hmm.
Exactly.
What?
really? Oh, dear.
Don't laugh, Mary. That's not funny.
Yes, I was getting to that. We
This is
wanted to make sure you
second
weren't a threat, so we wanted to come by, see what was
threat?
going on, and, well, it appears someone got spotted.
I see.
Yeah.
Well,
And a coward to
yes.
run.
This is our scout. A coward. Oh, my,
Yes.
that's
I mean, that's
I-
what
I-
we are.
misinterpret us.
No.
Get spotted.
Okay, let's
No,
not
yes, no.
let's.
It
hold
is
our
fine. No,
tongues for
don't
a
worry.
second.
I understand. No, honestly, it's fine at the end of the day. Like, I understand. I didn't catch your name.
Mine.
Yes, I'd like
Oh.
trying to learn people's names when I can.
I'm the doctor of Decora.
Oh,
Grim.
lovely. Well, Grim. Okay, well, put it this way, Grim. Trust me, we're by no means cowards. If we are to do anything, we'd like to let people know about it before we do such a thing. We find it courteous at the end of the day, an honourable deal. It would be cowardly to stab you in the back, quite frankly, which we're not planning to do at all.
Much appreciated.
Yes. Sure.
Yes. Anyway,
if
pleasure
we
to meet
may,
your acquaintance.
into
Hopefully, I'll
the-
get to learn all of your names soon enough.
Hound Hall, everyone.
Yeah, sure.
This building right here.
Hounds Hall, Town Hall. Did you say? Town Hall?
Hound Hall, actually. It's a funny story. One of our
Hound Hall.
members had mispronounced the name originally, and we decided to immortalize it forever. So that is the name of this building.
Oh, right.
Oh, watch the
Oh,
berry
the
bushes,
Hound
everyone.
Hall.
Hound Hall.
Oh,
yes.
right.
I'm still
Hound
working on
Hall.
it.
Oh, okay, understandable.
Yeah,
just a bit of a
but
switch name.
still,
Yeah,
for
of course.
someone who's supposed to be sneaky, you
Right,
keep
well, yes,
getting caught.
Shut
Oh, hey, Bubs.
Silence.
Hi!
Welcome in. Yeah, you remember the people that were watching us at one point?
Yeah.
They in fact
Hello.
came back,
Talk about
but
it.
decided to say hello. This time.
Huh?
Hi.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hello.
so now we're all meeting
Oh.
in the Hound Hall. Yeah.
Okay,
We can
okay.
do more proper introductions inside, of course.
Yes, of course. Geez, do you mind just making sure that the horses are tended to and okay? If you could just wait on the outside, that'd be brilliant.
Have we seen?
Thank you. The
was
fellow that
lagging
dropped in from
behind
the
you.
top.
Yes, that would be my second in command.
I did see them.
I
had
haven't
prolonged
seen
eye
them. I
contact
don't know
with
where
them.
they are.
No worries, it's okay, it's all right.
They're over here.
You're fine.
Oh,
They're over
okay.
here.
Thank you. I haven't caught any of your guys' names.
Oh,
My name's
Nice to meet you.
Lilith.
Oh, nice to meet you. You look familiar.
Bubs.
Hi! How you
And
doing?
you
It's been so
technically are
long.
familiar.
They're good.
so long.
Such a
Friendship.
Maybe we should
Yeah.
Sorry.
talk later about that.
Yeah, precisely. We should probably have a conversation. Interesting. But the rest of you, I don't recognize you at all.
Mhm.
What's your story?
Hi. I'm Mira.
Nice
I'm
to meet you.
the alchemist.
Ooh, interesting.
Nice to meet you.
I've
You
studied a bit
don't
about
perhaps. You don't perhaps need any stew or anything,
Oh
correct?
no, I'm more of a potato person, thank you. But I appreciate the sentiment.
Okay, good.
I'd like
I'm
some.
sure they'll be fine. I mean, yeah, by all means, if you want to offer it to you. I didn't catch your name. Terribly sorry.
Okay. Me?
Yes.
Yeah, no. Yeah. What is your name? Sorry, I didn't catch it.
The name is Phoenix.
Phoenix. Right. Okay, Phoenix. Oh, like the bird that rises from the ashes, right?
Yep.
I remember tales of that. Yes.
Of course. Anyway, if you'd like a place to seat, we have a larger table at least upstairs,
sure,
if you
yeah.
guys would like to. Have a
Sure.
more
I'm
formal
good with standing for
conversation.
now if there is enough space, so it's all good.
It's
Right.
quite
You
the
got
large
names of
area.
people. Oh, we're not
Uh,
taking up a seat,
No,
are we?
don't mind. Everybody at Decora at least has a designated place to stay, but you're welcome to take any seat you wish.
Okay.
Okay, right. I'll just find a chair that I suppose
What?
fits better, eh?
guys should
Yeah,
go
I'll
take
take this one actually. I'll take this one.
Alright.
Yeah.
Are you all coming?
There we go.
Wait,
You guys
Um,
should
Are
go
we
first.
are we
You
all
guys
coming?
go first.
We
Yeah,
can.
of course. Come on up. Let's have a
Alrighty.
conversation.
I'm waiting till everybody goes on first.
I mean, if
okay,
anything, I could. Hey, Nomad.
Yeah, what's up?
Is it alright if some of them don't want to basically stay here? I could show them around.
Come on, Newton.
Come on
Sure.
here.
I mean, we could
Yes, of
wait
course.
to
I
have a...
don't mind as well.
sorry,
Bacon.
I'm just.
Yeah, it's up to
seeing a
you
name
at the
I
end of the day. If
recognize.
you're comfortable with taking some
Do
tours with
you?
people, maybe we have a discussion now. I don't mind.
Of course. I mean,
It's
if
up
there
to
are
you
people who
guys.
don't want to be present for a conversation, just so we can, like, at least figure out kind of what the
Yeah.
heck is going on,
Sit in that
then of
seat,
course
please.
I don't mind.
Thank you.
So if there are people who wish not to be present, I'm sure one of our many Decorans would love to show you around.
That'd be great actually. If anyone
I
does
would
want to take a
actually
trip.
like to see this.
I
place.
suppose, yeah.
Of course, if you'd like to
Right,
follow
fair
enough.
Phoenix, I suppose you're willing to lead.
Oh,
I'm done.
Well done. All right. And actually, Newton, you're good to stay here, correct? I would like you by my side, if nothing else.
Sure.
Great.
Alright.
I'm not sure if any of you all because of course suspicions arise and such. If you guys want to lead the group to go walk around, if you'd like to stay here for diplomatic matters, completely up to you.
Can I
there's
stay?
no
I'll
cliff
take a
that
snoop
I can
around.
Fall off, right?
By all means,
No,
if
you
it's an
won't.
open-
If
If you're
anything,
an
we'll
open
make
book at the
sure.
end of the day, if that's what you're looking
Okay.
for, I'll happily
You
take
coming,
it.
Mer?
Of
You wanna-
course,
let's
of
go
course.
around, shall we?
Hospitality. Yes, right. Well,
Oh.
You
You guys
it's up to you at the end of the day.
Guess
Would you like
first.
to explore Decora, or would you like to take a seat and listen?
You staying here, good?
How about you take a seat? A lot of people are
Up to
going
you.
out. It's good to
Up
have
to you.
another, seat here. Yes, right.
You guys
Alright,
got a
went by it.
bush? You guys...
Please do take a seat. Don't worry. Let's get comfortable, shall we?
I'll stand for now, thank you.
All right,
Very well.
fair enough.
Understandable. I've been doing
Fair
a lot of
enough.
walking myself, so good to get a bit of a
Yes, I'm sure
sitting every now and
resting
then.
like this is of much use. So tell me, what brings you down this way?
Well, put it this way, we heard of a potential for other people being in the area, so we thought we'd take a snoop. We've been in and around the island a little bit. We've explored around. We've found our own place to try and find a cool home, but as you know, we are a bit more nomadic in our own sense, so
I see.
we go exploring. We do what we can.
I see. Do you have a standard place you're staying? I'm assuming, considering we saw you from the east, I suppose?
Yes, no, we do have a place we stay. Bear in mind this. The part of the island you're actually at, as far as we're aware, we've done a bit of mapping and, get things sorted. You're a bit more to the eastern side yourself, so...
Oh, well, yes. of
actually, no,
course.
my apologies.
The western.
You're actually more to the west. Yes, apologies. It's been a long trip.
I understand that completely.
But, yes, no, we are more towards the east to you. I'd definitely say that much, but, not like any, continent or anything like that.
Oh, yeah,
It's
of
still
course.
just a land travel. But, yes, no, we've been settling down. We've been here for a short period of time, and we thought, at the end of the day, we are a group of warriors. We aren't going to hide that at the end of the day. We are more versed in the matters of combat, but at the end of the day, we did our jobs, we got what we needed, and now we want to set up a life here, and, settle down, do things on the island, and live out a peaceful life, really.
I see.
That's
of
our plan
course.
right now.
Of course, it sounds like a wonderful plan. I'm hoping everything goes well for your
Yes.
group.
Oh, yes, no, so far it's gone pretty well, actually. We've got a few things sorted out. We got, living accommodation sorted. We know how to live off the land anyway. And we try not to destroy what we can. So far going pretty well.
I see. Just not destroying the land is definitely a big thing for us here, at least
Yeah.
as far as
Yeah.
divine teachings give us.
Yes, divine teachings.
Out of sheer curiosity, how did you find us?
Well, that's a funny story. I believe that one of my members actually knew one of your members who was, as far as aware, exiled. A Keith.
I'm afraid you've got your story
Nope.
slightly incorrect. He was not exiled.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Are you sure?
I'm positive he was not exiled.
Right.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, at least from what I was told, especially with the care of a horse, it appeared that he felt not welcome. Is this news to you?
I will share the story I've told everyone else in my group. All right. He and I had an argument.
Right.
Things got heated. He left. I thought he was just blowing off
Right.
steam, but he didn't come back.
Oh, right.
He's
That
in-
makes things awkward then.
He's in the hands of the divine creation now. There's not much we can really do. He didn't leave traces of where he was going. And by the
Well,
time we
now, he's
realized he
certainly
wasn't
alive.
coming back, it was too late.
Right, okay. Well, I tell you now, he is certainly alive, I can tell you that much.
Oh?
Right, Lilith, you had contact with Keith.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
blessed
alive,
be
so
God.
there's no need to worry about
That's good.
That is
At
fantastic.
least.
So odds are he'll
But he's
likely be finding his way
lost.
back. He's lost?
I've been looking for him for 3 months, and I haven't seen him.
Hmm.
But I know he's alive. I've picked up some things.
Well, this is good. Of course, it is. All right, this is good news. This is good news. The divine creation will it that he comes back, as has happened for Phoenix.
Okay.
that. Yes, divine creation. I hope you don't mind me inquiring, but this divine creation of sorts, I have a few ideas about what that could be, but probably better to explain it yourself, eh?
Oh, of course.
Give me the
As-
idea.
I'll do my best to keep this rather succinct. I don't want to waste your time with a bunch of
Sure, sure.
banter and decorative language, but the long and the short of it is the divine creation is a savior. It is what saved us from a land of corruption and absolute decay in our former kingdom. And in exchange
Right.
for being saved and practicing as it follows, it has blessed us with continuation of life. We establish a kind of balance between creation and destruction in hopes to restoring a balance overall to the entirety of the living world.
Right, okay, so what? Oh, so you come from like a corrupted kingdom turned to ruin, I suppose.
Of
and
course,
you're
yes.
now
It was a
the-
long story. but-
Right, okay. All right, yeah, I suppose I understand that, make the world beautiful is would
Yes,
that be something,
precisely.
right,
And the
okay,
king
okay,
was
right.
not very fond of that, so of course he
Ah.
fell to the corrupt decay and became the physical body of such. But again, semantics.
Ew.
But
Okay.
he
I mean,
was the
semantics are
reason-
always interesting. After all, we all come from places. It's, good to understand where we all came from.
Of course.
I'm sure we'll, find out more about each other, and maybe we'll be able to explore how we all came from here anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course. I don't want to bore you with semantics, but all you
I've
really
heard
must know
worse.
is corrupt decay was the thing that is a balance of destruction, and the divine creation is a balance of creation. The two work in harmony.
Right.
Neither can exist while the other doesn't.
Like
As
a
most
yin and
things
yang,
do.
I suppose.
So, is it a religion?
Christine.
I
Yeah.
suppose religion is a strong word. I mean, we have a set of teachings that we like to bring to others. It's not forced upon any people by all means. I hope you don't think I'm forcing this upon you. It's simply
of
a
course
way
not.
of us continuing
Right,
to exist and work with our land and what we've been given.
Right, very well. So almost like a teaching or a form of discipline, I suppose, is
I
more
suppose,
akin to
yes.
it, you would explain?
It was
It
saved us. There's no other
Oh,
way
right.
to go about it than how would you thank somebody who saved your life?
I don't know. At the end of the day, when it comes to us as Titans, it's more of a. I mean, it might seem a bit more crass, but we almost expect it in a way, brothers and sisters in arms and whatnot, it's something you wouldn't do for another and something you would do for another at the end of
Oh,
the day.
so you're related.
It's. No, it's
No.
more brothers and sisters in battle, per se.
I see.
If you are fighting, you need to be able to rely on people around you like a family. So, whilst we aren't bound by blood, we're bound by an oath. At least that's our story in it.
Of course. An oath, you say? Similar to our
Yes,
teachings?
an oath. Not exactly teachings. It's a bit more abstract than that. It's probably the best way to explain it is a discipline, really. What you should
see.
try to do, what you shouldn't try to do. But long story short of it, whatever is done for the greater good, really. At the end of the day, that's what we all stand for. After all, it's for the greater good.
Fair enough. I suppose that makes sense. Well,
Yeah.
is there anything else to discuss? Otherwise, we can show you around the area a little bit. I'm sure if you're feeling up to walking again, of course.
Oh, and of course, I can walk around all the time, anytime. But I suppose out of curiosity, how long have you been here for? You seem to be starting up a multitude of constructions, eh?
Well, of course, it's kind of our thing, and plus, I was once in architecture.
Yeah, right.
We've been here for
You're in
a
architecture?
while. I was in architecture, yes, the royal architect.
Ah, yes.
Once was.
Oh, right. I see.
But yes,
So,
places
I-
have been being created, been working on, currently working on expanding a bit more, actually.
right,
But
yes.
as of late, it's been just establishing a home. We've actually been given official confirmation this is officially a home. So now we can
Oh,
simply
right, okay.
continue to
Yeah.
push forward.
Official confirmation?
Well, yes,
Sorry,
downstairs.
like downstairs, as in like what someone came by to say it is a home, or
Well, not yes and no. Well, it's hard to explain. Essentially, the divine creation left us
Okay.
a message saying that this place has been established a home, and decreed us all to be either blessed or cursed.
We could show them downstairs.
I'm curious, actually.
I suppose, yeah,
Let's
of
do
course.
Thursday. Yeah, I'm curious. Yes, no, come on. After you.
Simply these signs.
Right.
Which I'm sure
Okay.
skeptics would argue anybody could place the signs, however...
Right, so divine creation, corrupt decay. Are these people marked as good and bad? Or...
Essentially marked as the things they create are either blessed under the divine creation's light or cursed under the corrupt decay's shadow. However,
so
it's nothing...
a form of fate.
I suppose, yes. It's nothing that's completely negative. For example, if you walked into a corrupt decay's build, you might just feel a bit more apprehensive or anxious or paranoid, but nothing that would immediately warrant, like, danger to your health, of course.
Right.
And the divine creation, like the Hound Tall, which I built myself, actually, gives a bit of an
Right.
air of blessing, an air of safety, solitude, peace.
Right, okay, so it's a way to... I hope it doesn't come across as wrong, but does that not sound awfully judgy in a way, that whatever someone will create will always be, you know, negative in some way?
Not necessarily.
another way to break it?
This was a random chance. Well, I suppose if a corrupt decay and a divine creative work together, the place that they build is not cursed or blessed in any way. It's simply neutral. But there's
Right,
no
but
way
I
to
suppose that'd
stray
be-
away from the divine creation's mentionings. Why would we want to? It's
No,
an
of course.
establishment of balance.
Yes, no, of course. I suppose I was just wondering what it could take for someone of corrupt decay, let's call it, to become divine, I suppose. Was there even a possibility for that then in your teachings?
I
Or...
have never seen it before, actually, but I suppose
Hmm.
everything is possible.
Yes, no, you know, the opportunity of everyone. That's one of the things I find interesting about, you know, humanity and those alike. The ingenuity of that. There's always a chance, but hey, I don't know, I'm the new person here. Maybe I'm just trying
No
not to
worries.
maybe I just don't quite understand what's occurring. But,
No
you know, it's
worries.
fine, I'm sure... Yeah,
Questions
no,
are
it's all new
normal.
systems, eh? Yes, of course, you know, I mean, trust me, I've got plenty of questions, but, you know, I won't bore you with my questions either. But I'll have a few when it comes down to time, eh?
Perhaps in a little while, of course.
Yes, of course. Yeah, I mean, we'll probably want to chat as well at some point, but you know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. How about a tour? You did say a tour, right?
Oh, yes, of course, of course, of course. I'm
Yeah.
not sure where the other group went,
Right.
but we can go ahead and show you all around. Oh, never mind, found the other group.
Sure. Oh, there you go. Yep.
They're right outside.
Yeah.
I suppose,
Hello.
Phoenix, how much have you shown them?
Hello.
I haven't shown them much. We had a little situation with Grim. They kind of stormed off.
Oh?
Oh?
Yeah. They were... Sorry, Chaos, but they were a little bit hostile to your guests, and
Oh,
I was
right.
trying to be
I
friendly.
could check up on them, I suppose.
They're not,
would
I
that
guess,
be wise?
keen.
What do you mean?
I can go check up myself. I don't mind.
If they do need to talk to a Titan, I don't mind lending my, face to it all. I can try to alleviate any concerns they have. If you just let me know of any concerns they have, I can do what I can.
Well, they did
Well-
insult.
They did insult
They did
Beans.
insult Beans' ability to scout.
So
Yeah.
that sounds
Well-
like something that might need to be reconciled between the two of you.
That-
Do you
Yeah.
mind at least kind of keeping an overlook, I suppose, perhaps?
Yeah, I can head over and keep an overview of everything.
Yeah, just to be safe. And
Uh,
if Grim does ask you to leave, however, I would suggest walking away. They are
yeah.
Yeah.
interesting when
Yeah.
They are.
They're harmless, I assure you, just
Okay.
curious.
They're, perhaps
Yeah.
emotionally driven, perhaps?
Very emotionally driven, very faithful as well.
Right.
One of the few people who kind of has
Zealous,
shown
I
in...
suppose would be the term?
Yeah, I suppose, a devotee,
Okay.
if you like. But,
Mhm.
anyway,
Okay.
to resolve this, if you two would like to head over to the doctor's office, because I'm assuming
Yeah,
that's where
yeah.
they went.
I have to assume so.
Yeah.
They went to the
Let's-
office.
Head on then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's head over. Let's head over. All right.
Have fun!
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
There's
I
always
love
gonna
that
be
guy.
You're
problems, I
liking
suppose.
to not visit the cemetery.
Yeah.
But anyway,
First time meeting Beans, he's a very
Cemetery.
nice person.
yes, that's something as a discussion for later. Trust me, it's not really anything to be worried
Okay.
about. If you'd like
I
to
mean,
follow
at
me
the
over
end of the
this
day, we'll come to-
direction,
Yeah. Sure, we'll do that later.
Alright.
Yes, no, let's go.
yeah, I can show you the beginnings.
Yes.
Oh,
By
and
means,
also
I'm
careful
curious
with
as where
the-
you started.
Careful with the
Yeah,
bushes,
I'm
please.
sorry.
They're kind of everywhere.
Yeah. So, do you have foxes in the area? You know, any
Foxes,
of them?
no, we haven't seen any as of late.
Oh, really? Oh, and it's raining. Oh, well.
Pardon the rain. We do, however, have this
It's
area
fine.
here. I forget exactly who
Oh,
it
it's
was.
fine.
This is
I mean,
kind of
I
where
just
we
thought
started.
there'd be some foxes around, but... Oh, right, okay, interesting.
this was
Almost
our
like...
start area.
Oh, how humble.
It was, yes, very humbled as a beginning.
Yes.
But everyone was
Yeah.
decreed a certain tent to begin with. People then went off and made their own places that are expanding far and wide. But this is also where we keep our livestock.
Right, I see.
Console.
Very well. Yes. Yeah. Notice the statue. Did you build that yourself, or?
No, that was actually here. And it actually held a bunch of resources for us to get started with. It was really, really nice.
Oh, right.
A wonderful blessing of the divine creation, I'm sure.
Right. Out of curiosity, what was in
If you
there?
want to go on hide underneath the shelter,
Let's
you can.
see. There was, I think there were seeds.
A bundle?
Yes, actually. Oh, were you blessed as well?
I don't want to get soaked.
I don't know quite
I'm not
blessed,
sure
since
there.
I'm obviously not perhaps a follower, but
I like
it was
the
there,
rain.
most certainly.
It's-
We had some resources there to start the growing of trees and to, start planting crops to eat from.
see.
It was a good time.
Yeah, we found most of that
Just hope
too.
it
Statue
doesn't
seemed to
thunder.
connect.
That'd be truly
Yeah.
unlucky.
Yeah.
Perhaps
Such for the
fate is
first
real, who
meeting,
knows?
it rains.
Perhaps. And besides,
Sorry, I
divine
digress.
creations kind of extends not just to those who listen, but it's something
Right.
that governs the world. You don't have to be
I
a
feel bad
follower
for
to stay
Right,
who
okay.
lets one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Right, I
this
see.
is,
Well,
this is our
that's-
Yeah,
livestock
no,
area.
it's too far too early.
I'll
right,
take
very
you all
well.
over
I'm
to the
also
greenhouse
interested.
if
They
you
seem like a
like.
good person.
Yes, no, by all means. Unfortunately,
They
we
seem
don't
too
have
kind.
one of
I
our
like
more
bees.
Yeah.
farming-focused people,
Yeah.
but we can take a gander.
Well,
We
not
actually have
good.
a relative who is our beastmaster, who helps to tend to the
Oh,
animals and make sure
interesting.
they're well and healthy.
I see.
Isn't
What
that
was
right,
that,
Lilith?
Consul? Yes,
You're our
Consul?
beastmaster. You tend to the animals, right?
Yes, Consul.
Yes. You don't need to. You don't need to be so formal.
Just
you know.
wanna get where-
I'm
Very
not saying what
excited
you
about
do.
the
got a hold on
animals.
you?
I hear animals.
Yes, indeed.
Oh
so,
yes, we've had
if you hear the
parrots
animals
around
tend to-
here.
Oh right. Oh,
I'm not sure what
lovely.
kind of areas you guys are living around, but we happen to have jurisdiction over 3 different areas: the jungle, the
Oh, right.
badlands, and a plain slash forest biome, I suppose. But yes, we have
Alright.
parrots. I actually have 2.
All right. Very well. Interesting. I mean,
hear
hey,
they
fortunate
dance
for you
with
then.
music.
They do. However, we have not been so lucky as to find gifts of music just yet.
Actually, here.
Oh, oh my
there you go.
goodness, thank
The
you.
yes, a fun fact. A way to maybe get these to drop is you've seen the exploding plant life as well as the undead skeletons, right?
Yes, I do know
Yeah.
what you're talking
Yes.
about. The creatures.
Good. Well, guess the creepers can actually drop off a music disc. So if you're lucky enough to weaken the creeper down with a sword and then get him shot, you get a music disc. Can be
I
very handy.
see.
Doesn't
I've
focus
actually
on that,
got
but,
one from
I
that.
have.
There you go.
Here.
There you
can
go,
take this
lovely.
gift as well. Since you seem to be our keeper of music. There was a
There we
disc
go,
once
ready
that I
to
found
stop
that was
DJ.
really wonderful, but I haven't seen it in a long time. Anyway, the greenhouse is over this way.
Yes, right. Yes, it was
This
good.
was our very start of the beginning was just, we didn't actually have these tents, it was just
to meet you.
creations later down the road. And then we did have a
Righty.
farm farther out that way, but then became the greenhouse. A place where we were
Right,
able
yes.
to kind of grow foods, keep things kind of together.
Do you find the climate here, comfortable when it comes to crop growing, or
Oh,
is this just
absolutely.
more
Especially
for
the farther
you?
you travel east, considering that's kind of where our plains
Right.
area is. That's a rather temperate condition.
Hmm.
The jungle has the rain, so as far as growing goes,
Ah,
we
right,
do
okay,
have things
understandable.
saved here.
Okay, understandable. I suppose it keeps it controlled and stops any, spreads of blights or anything like that. Understandable, understandable.
Yeah,
Right,
absolutely.
not too bad.
Hey, no man.
Of course, yeah.
I'm gonna go check on Grim real quick.
Yeah, of course, be
See
safe,
if
please.
everything's going alright.
Alright.
Will do.
But anyway, sorry, shall we continue on?
Of course, of
Also, if you have any
course, follow
questions
this
about
way.
me, I'm more than happy to answer them. We can chat a bit more later, but,
Yeah, absolutely.
if you want
And,
to ask, I'm happy to answer.
Actually, I don't think I caught your name, the Beastmaster. Did I catch your name?
Lilith.
Lilith.
Yes,
Yes,
you
I
did.
have heard your name before. Have I?
Yes, sorry, I
anyway.
didn't call your name, actually.
so?
What's your name?
Rose.
Rose, right, okay, I'll try to remember that. Thank you. Yeah, sorry, there's a
Yes.
bunch of names. We're all probably going to forget something,
course,
but
and-
I'll try and
I
forget that.
definitely remember you.
I
Been mentioned a
see.
couple times. Yes.
Interesting. Not sure as to why, but alright, we can head over this way if you'd like. You'll also notice tree houses actually built by our very own Rose.
All right, oh, lovely.
Quite the parkour enthusiast
not too
and
bad.
climber themselves.
Got to stay active.
You'll also see
I
that we
would-
somehow have some skeleton horse in a tree.
Oh,
That was pointed out when there
Wait.
was still a skeleton on it. I
Oh.
have not seen it
Do
since.
you-
It's just no.
do you-
It's. I think it's all right there. It hasn't attacked anyone.
it's all right there. Understandable. What's that over there?
Oh, nothing to
The
be worried of, no
the birch
worries.
board. Oh, really?
Yeah, of course. Just
Okay.
simply Halloween
thought-
decoration if you'd like to keep it that way.
Oh, okay. Right, Halloween. I've heard that name used a few times.
Yeah,
We
of
have more of
course.
a Hallows night per se, but
I see.
different ways.
Halloween or Dia de los Muertos for our people. At least for my, from the
right.
people that I came from, at least, which I then brought into
Yes.
Decorah as I, chose to. This
Yes,
is
no,
our
of course,
map
tradition
area.
spread over time. Right, okay,
Although,
yes.
area that has yet to be completed. This was led actually by Keith.
Ah,
Hasn't been
Righty,
worked on much,
oh.
as we've been kind of just doing a couple of things. You just have the general area, although we should be
Hmm.
heading out, probably more east, actually.
yeah, right,
Mapping
okay.
the area farther down this
Interesting.
way.
Right, yes, I mean, I suppose that could not be too bad. I suppose you got enough resources for that when it comes
Oh,
to iron and
absolutely.
redstone and whatnot?
Yeah,
Perfect,
Newton
good.
has actually been very, very helpful with collecting that stuff,
Ah,
along
brilliant.
with things being in the supply
good.
house that anyone can take and choose from.
Oh, lovely, okay, so it's much more, I suppose I'm just trying to work out, your whole sort of system here. Obviously, you mentioned a sort of kingdom-based aspect, but it seems more communal. I hope you don't
Oh
mind
yes,
me asking.
we're
Is
not a
it
kingdom by any means, thank you. There's no kings
Right,
or
okay.
royalty here. We try to stay away from that as far as anything goes. Not the best
That's it.
experience last time, of course.
No crown, how humble. I suppose, what would you be referred to as a leader then?
I suppose nomad is simply all that I need.
Very well.
I am
Yeah,
nothing more
no,
than
very
a
well,
voice.
understandable.
One that people listen to, I
understandable.
suppose. This is the center,
Same
essentially,
here.
of Decorah. You've been to the Hound Hall before. We have
Yes,
ourselves
yes.
the tower that has kind of, like, overlooked our continuations of progress and such, along with a little bit of an
Yes.
enchanting area. I'm assuming you know the library, considering you've dropped in through that building.
Yes, no, I would admit I was curious about the construction, but you say it's a library, do you?
Yes, it's planned to be a library. The
Right.
title is still in the
Ah,
works,
got you.
but a place to essentially
course, of course.
store the most sacred thing we have, which is our knowledge.
Oh, right, yes, I mean, of course, woe is you if you repeat the, mistakes of the past, I suppose, so better keep
Precisely.
that, things locked up.
Precisely. Always better to have things
Yes.
kind of under wraps when.
Learn lessons even if you forget them.
Hello, Newton. Welcome back. Everything all right?
Fine.
All right. Anyway, up this
Oh,
way. I
cheese.
remember.
Do you want to come along? I don't think you need to watch the horses anymore. I'm sure they'll be fine.
All right.
Anyway, come along.
Right this way.
Yes, no, let's go.
Again, watch for the berry bushes.
Yep,
But
of course.
here we have our area for villagers that we've been able to trade with, along
Righty.
with the supply house, which has
Okay.
been. All materials within the supply house have been donated by our people, and able to be used
Right.
as long as you write it down and mention that you've got it in use.
Yes, no, of course. Of course, of course. So, okay, so you actually have villager communities around here. Yes, we've seen a few of them around.
Such to be expanded by
curiosity.
one of our members, but
Hmm,
I believe
right,
he's
well,
out getting
it's that.
materials.
Right, is that someone we haven't met yet, or?
Yes, haven't met yet. His name is Squeak.
Ah, okay.
He's a wonderful creator. Actually built
Oh, fair.
roads, the supply house, these two buildings.
Right, yes, I was going to say, is this road going to be a typical format when it comes to Decorah, or is it more just a main street per se?
It seems to be a main street for now, as we do have pathways leading down to certain other houses, just for the time being.
Righty.
As expansion continues, we'll likely be building roads farther out.
Right, yes, of course, of course.
But yeah.
Right,
this-
okay, anyway, please, continue on, yes.
Of course,
I'll
this
save my
is the
questions till the end
majority
of
of
the
this
tour.
way over here.
We're getting.
Hey,
Hi.
everything all right?
Hello.
Just bringing.
Yeah, we're
people-
just catching up.
Yeah, of course, of course, of course. This is about
Yeah,
as far
they're
as...
still
Are they
they're
all
still
right?
talking in the doctor's office.
Yeah, right.
I was told to
see.
leave,
I see.
so but
Oh,
I will go
yeah.
back.
Gotcha. Again, Grim is rather harmless.
Grim
Right.
is
Simply
rather harmless.
curious.
Yes.
For
Yeah,
now.
just curious.
Not
Yeah,
for now.
for
yes.
now.
We don't know.
Yeah, as far as this way goes, and I'm not sure how far you wish to travel again, you probably walk the distance. We have Rose's place down over that way that they've continuously
Oh,
been
right,
expanding,
okay.
which is wonderful. An area
Right.
for stay that Bubs has so lovingly built, being a
Right,
blessed builder,
understandable.
which is super, super helpful. An area
Yep.
for mining, the doctor's office, which has already been pointed out, and
Yes,
the
right.
library, along with my designated
Right.
garden, I suppose, that I have meant to continue with the fountain. But
Right, yes.
Have they
yes, I've
seen
seen
the
the,
observatory?
It's interesting.
Oh
Oh, the
yeah.
observatory! We can go up that way if you guys feel like climbing a giant set
Yeah,
of
sure,
stairs.
let's go there. I'm curious. Oh, I can climb upstairs, don't worry, I'm fine.
Okay, yeah, let's. I'm gonna leave them in the doctor's office.
I'm
Sure
they'll
things
be
will be
Yeah,
fine.
of course, of course, of course.
Right.
And if they don't
Would
show
you
their
like
face
for
in a
me
little while, we
to-
can check.
Would you like for me to, like, just keep someone around there just in case, or?
That's it.
I'm sure they should
Just
be
in
fine
case.
if you. Again, Grim
I
is
think they will be
harmless.
fine.
It's a case of
I just know
what
that
do you
beans can
guys
sometimes fall. would anyone like to just stay around the doctor's office? Perhaps, Cheese, could you just, keep around in case there are sounds of, I don't know, screaming, I guess? Cheese, you don't have to.
Oh, Cheese!
Would anyone else want to take over Cheese?
I talked to Cheese a little bit. He seems like a nice person. They
Yeah,
seem
no,
like a
Cheese is
nice person.
lovely. Yeah, no, Cheese is lovely.
He is one of the people that's shown concern over me.
I think they should be okay over there. I don't think anything's gonna go wrong.
Right.
Better safe than sorry.
We should
is
be
the way I
alright.
took that
Grim will probably just ask them to floss more.
Fair. Would you mind leading me over to the observatory, to the stairs at least?
Yeah, let's
Awesome.
let's
You guys
go
can
over
go
to
ahead
the
and follow
observatory.
Bubs. I'm gonna grab something really quickly. Newton, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure, by
following me.
means.
I will meet you all at the observatory.
go
Follow
ahead.
Bubs, please.
Phoenix, are you coming?
Alright,
are you coming with? As this is
I'll kind of bit. I
technically
would have to
yours
talk
as-
to.
Yep.
I would have to talk
Okay.
to Nomad and Newton real quick. Hey, guys.
What's going on with you?
I want to talk to you guys real quick. Oh, I just. Sorry if I meant to interrupt
you're
something,
fine,
but
you're
I was
fine.
gonna ask. Nomad.
Yeah?
I kind of have an idea.
Okay.
With the shields. Why don't we make custom shields for the blessed people and the crowd decay?
Ooh, I like that idea a lot, actually. Newton, you
Okay.
have a banner area in your place, do you not? Would you be able to make them?
I can certainly work on it once I set designated time aside to it. As you know, I'm in the process of kind of moving out.
I
so.
see, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely something we
Okay.
can talk about.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
That's all I
absolutely.
wanted to come
That's
to you
a
guys.
wonderful idea. Could you make sure that Bubs
Thank
is
you.
alright?
Alright.
They're leading a group on their own.
Yes, that's what I'm gonna go. I just came
Of
to
course, yeah.
give you
And we'll
guys
catch up there in a
this
second.
tip. Alrighty, see you guys in a few.
See you in a bit.
Woo!
Are you alright?
Yes.
Your energy is rather hostile, you know.
Well, can you blame me?
I don't understand.
We had an entire other group of people walk in here. And the first thing you do is show them around?
Well, yeah, we have nothing to hide.
We have nothing to hide, sure. But we don't know what their plans are.
I suppose.
I mean, sure, they seem friendly enough, but we don't even know these people.
Hence why this is a good opportunity to get to know them. Perhaps they'll be allies.
Hence why we should meet on neutral ground. They're in our home territory. We just started building this after losing our home already.
I'm aware of what we've lost. However, I'm also aware of what we've gained. The divine creation brought them here for a reason.
And what if that reason is to drive us out again? Can you bear that?
I've borne it once before.
Can you look everybody here in the eye and tell them that you let them drive us out
I
because
haven't let
of the divine creation?
anyone do anything. Would you like to refuse the divine creation?
No. But what I'm saying is that we shouldn't be showing them everything here.
And we're not showing them everything. We haven't gone into any buildings. We haven't gone into anywhere. They got the jump
But
on
they
us.
now...
They know what certain things are? Yes. However, there is nothing that we have that cannot easily be replaced. The one thing that we cannot replace is human life. If we start showing that we're hiding something, they're gonna try and figure out what's happening, what's being hidden. Hence why it's better to have nothing to hide. The last thing we want to do is act precautious and afraid. And besides, Chaos walked up to me invisible, Newton. Invisible! My back turned. I had no armor. If their intent was to harm, I could have been dead then and there. But then, they blew a horn. And all of the Decorans who are here rushed in, and he didn't even flinch. Whatever warrior
That's
he may
what
be,
scares me.
whatever warrior he may be, there is no way he can take 5. There is a calm in his storm. more aggressive you show, the more likely it is for them to act on it. I know you think what I'm doing is redundant and dangerous, but you have to trust me. Trust that I know what I'm doing just this once. Please. I'm gonna return to the observatory. You don't have to follow. Just think about what I said.
I'll let this one go.
Alright.
But next time that we're going to meet, at least talk to everybody first.
Of course. Turn the weather down, Jesus Christ. Ay, Dios. Progress is as progress does. Blessed be what falls above. I'm trying. Okay. We're good. We can do this.
Grim,
I was really
Grim,
hoping you'd bring back the body. I mean, that would be
Grim,
much more
you-
pleasurable.
you can't
Grim.
dissect bodies.
God damn it! It would have been good to have a fresh one for once.
I'm sorry.
Grim!
Oh,
Um,
don't mind
They're,
it.
they're talking about Keith.
Don't!
I'll tell you what,
Grim.
Grim,
Okay.
next time I go on a mission,
Yeah,
how about I bring
okay,
you with me?
okay.
I'm sure it'd be plenty.
Do you want to go get some
Oh,
fresh air?
great! That'd be lovely.
Yes, right, perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't
Yeah,
worry.
sorry,
Yeah.
we're just looking
Well,
out above the observatory,
well,
hearing
I see.
about.
We'll be
you
outside.
know. Yes, sorry, we were just trying to ask a few people about some of their sort of things going on, and about this
Yeah.
Keith character as well, since I never got the chance to meet them. But just
doing okay?
discussing those sort of matters.
Oh yeah, of course. Keith, you've pretty much well defined them as saying he's a character.
It
was a good
believe me,
character.
I have
Of
heard
course, a
and I
good
have read.
character.
Actually, yes, no. Speaking of character, how well did you know Keith? Out of curiosity, do you know like much about how he would speak and things like that? Maybe his own little language per se.
He's very I know his tone. He speaks very passionately about
Right.
things. Whether he
Oh,
cares
right,
about
okay,
them or
yeah.
not, he's a very passionate speaker.
Right. But do you mind just
Mhm.
taking a look through
I'm
this?
sorry,
I
I'm
had a
sorry,
hard time
I'm
working it
sorry,
out
like I
because
said.
that's
that-
the reason why we came.
Is that the funny book that we found?
Yeah, I just thought I'd give it over to you since I'm curious as to what you make of that. Really, if that sounds like Keith, since I just found it quite
We don't know
interesting as a
much
way
and
to
we
read
don't-
things out. Really.
This is
I don't
this would
wanna
be
know much
Keith.
about
This
them,
is definitely him.
Right. Okay. So that is perfectly normal. Okay.
Gonna go out
Yeah.
drinking with the boys, me and Hex. Phoenix will be there, we're gonna babysit. Phoenix, did you go drinking?
Oh God.
Oh,
Is
that's
Phoenix
not good.
enraged? Wait.
Phoenix!
Maybe.
Oh,
Oh dear.
Phoenix is in trouble.
Phoenix,
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
did you go drinking with Hex and Keith?
Who snitched?
Keith did, in his book! You went drinking?
Let me see this.
No, I cannot.
Yeah.
I'm not letting you delete any of this. Let me keep going.
I'm not doing anything. I want to see.
No. I will read exactly what it says. Gonna go out drinking with the boys. Parentheses, me and Hex. Parentheses. Phoenix will be there, but we're gonna babysit him.
I mean. Yeah.
Okay, listen.
I'm
I.
gonna stop reading. Did he start writing a fan fiction?
No, God.
Mention something about abs. I will tell you that much.
Let me keep going then. Did he start writing a fan fiction?
I wouldn't be
Man,
surprised.
Hex's abs are so
Does seem like a
hot.
Keith thing to
What
do.
the? What happened?
Is this normal for
We-
Keith? Out of curiosity.
No,
Yeah.
no, none of this is normal.
Maybe he
We.
was drunk. Actually, that could be very true. Actually, that seems in hindsight that
Says
seems to explain a lot about the book.
Oh yeah, no, this is
Maybe,
definitely
yeah.
his drunk.
It
Right,
wouldn't.
Okay.
That is
It's
definitely.
fine. It's fine. Also, be careful close to the edge. I haven't added
Love it
barriers
how
yet.
Sorry about that, Mira.
Can
Um,
wear 2 layers.
I mean, at least it
I-
lighten the mood, though.
okay.
That was just out
Sorry.
of nowhere.
yeah,
Do
no,
not
I'm
going
I'm-
drinking with Keith.
Interesting fellow.
Yeah.
Listen, I only went drinking with Hex, okay? I didn't...
I trust Hex.
Listen,
but Keith-
I only went with Hex. Exactly. I only went because of Hex.
Yeah.
Apologies for bursting into your conversation. I'll leave you to this. Just
Oh no, it's fine. It actually
fine.
gave me the
It's
breath
just-
of fresh air I needed.
Of course, of course.
Yeah, it,
I'm a very
leave you be.
curious person about the space and the
was so
sky,
random.
and I was
Everything
very
good?
curious
Yeah,
as to.
I just.
I'm a big
interesting.
believer in the fact that
Oh.
most of the time we're not alone, and
Right. Okay.
there will be other
Yeah, he
people
was
around,
a good
and
person.
you have proved my point. So
don't
I
know
guess
if he was
hypotheses.
around, or-
Yeah,
Proved.
I suppose unlike this Phoenix or
But
Newton fellow,
it
we
did
didn't
kinda
come
make
from
me
the
frustrate.
sky, but you know, we came from the ground.
Yeah, no, of course. But again, very uncommon for us to be alone.
Right. I mean,
No
you know,
matter
at the
who
end of the day,
believes
it's better to
it.
be with people, but
Yeah.
you know, I'm sure things are going
Did
to be
he
fine
have
either
to
way. I
be
mean,
so
you know, you've
vulgar?
created a. That was what I was wondering.
Huh? I
And now this mug
didn't listen
mentioning
for a
of
second.
tiefling.
I know it.
I mean,
Don't worry
I'm
about
not
that part.
surprised. None of this
Just
surprises.
chatting. Getting the
Hot
fresh
tall
air 'cause
tiefling got me
we're
like
kinda-
with a face. I swear.
I was talking about dissecting bodies.
He surely sounds interesting.
He's
Again-
like I
certainly
said,
has
rather
a-
passionate when he's speaking. I
Yeah,
suppose.
but it did
Yes, I must simply ask: is he in
bring
any
back
way, shape, or
traumatic
form an
memories
archivist or a
for
navigator?
Mira, 'cause
No.
there's probably a
Not
lot
of the
of stuff that
Okay,
happened in time.
good,
That explains it.
good. Okay. Whew. I was worried for a moment, but okay, no, understandable. But yes, no. Sorry, I just wanted to wonder, since this is the only real connection we had to Decorah, so I thought I might as well explore a bit more, see the you know, perceptions of that person.
I see. Yes.
But,
Well, Keith, like I said, Keith is a very passionate person. He was always gung ho to go places. He was our biggest adventurer,
Right.
actually, heading mostly
Yeah,
towards
right.
the east. I'm surprised he didn't stumble upon you guys, but he never really went that
Right.
far, I suppose.
Yeah. You know, funny enough, I heard he was a marshal of
I'm only
sorts, or you
17,
know,
I
a
don't
warrior
remember
of some
much.
kind as well.
I guess I
did
think
he
most
dabble in
of us
that?
don't remember our past.
At one point, yes.
Oh. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, no, since after all, at least from what I've heard, he's, you know, pretty confident
don't
when it
get
comes
mad.
to the,
I went
you
drinking.
know, field of battle or anything
Oh,
like
yes,
that.
he is
so I was
competent
curious
in
to actually
combat,
meet
that
him.
is very
Oh, jeez, hello.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know, tell you what.
I-
Should he, like, that, we should probably return his
Yes, it
perk,
really
shouldn't we?
shouldn't
So
be.
should
Yeah,
we
of
actually
course
go
we
to his
should.
home
I
at some
got
point?
kinda-
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
can definitely
if
head
you-
that way.
Yeah, right.
I went drinking with
I mean,
Hex and
I
Keith,
won't take
so-
away from all of you as well exploring Decorah. No, if you and I just want to take a quick trip up there
Yeah, of
and,
course,
you
of
know, drop
course.
his
We
book.
can head off. Decorans, we're all right
Yes.
to continue being, you know, showing off our hospitality, I suppose.
Yeah,
Oh yes.
that is
As long as we're
perfectly
not
fine with
overstaying our
me.
welcome.
Not good.
By all means,
No.
fellow Titans, do be on your best behavior.
Of course, sir.
Yeah, it's good. And, you know, if there are any issues, you obviously know how to call Titans towards each other and whatnot. It's all good. So you can always do that if need be.
Of course, be safe.
If you get
everyone.
lost, someone will come.
And
Yeah.
try to, Decorans, please try
All
to
of
stick
us
with
do.
a member of, you said they were Titans? Is your title?
Yes,
The
Titans.
Titans,
We
yes,
go
try
by
to,
that
try to
title.
stick with another member of the Titan, just to make sure no one gets lost. The area can be expansive,
Next thing,
especially the jungle.
we'll
And
probably-
don't go
the
too
next time
far
we get
from,
visit,
you know, our
we'll
main
have a
area.
bar set up for, I
Yeah.
guess, greeting.
Of course.
All else fails, you can always meet back at our center, which would be the Hound Hall. And I'm sure somebody will be there shortly to find you.
Yep.
If you would like to come
Right,
with me.
well, yes, no, let's by all means go. So, how far are we going?
It's quite the distance, northeast,
very
I
well.
believe.
Rest of the time.
Understandable.
Where
Right,
have
well,
you been? Where
are
have you not
Are you
guys wanna
prepared
catch
for,
Draken?
you know, being kitted out? Is it a dangerous area per se?
It's not
Uh,
necessarily dangerous. I mean, as far as
yeah.
traveling in the woods goes.
I was all
Oh,
catch up.
Right.
To explain to you guys,
Yeah,
Chaos
okay,
and I are gonna go
I
return a
just
book to
finished,
Keith's
so-
place. You guys are welcome to kind of mull
Oh, yeah,
around,
okay.
go as you wish. Decorans, please stick with the Titan and continue to show off our hospitality.
Oh,
All else
yeah.
fails, meet back at the Hound
Okay,
Hall.
right.
We'll be
well,
there
we
shortly.
can
Alright.
continue.
All else fails, you probably see my leg broken.
Oh,
Be safe,
Sounds
Phoenix.
good.
Say it,
Okay,
Joker.
let's go.
Say it,
Let's
Joker.
head out.
what lovely people you have.
Yes, they're quite the bunch.
Yeah. So you all came from like a kingdom, I suppose. I
Yes.
suppose like your first time meeting, was it?
Well, I had been brought there actually.
No, right. So what, you knew them before coming here, or was it just a case that what happened
I
happened?
knew of them before coming here, to be quite
Ah,
frank
right.
with you. It was a case of I had passed them either in the city or I'd known some rather well actually.
Oh, right.
But when push came to shove and it was just a case of preserving as much life as we could, it was whoever was, unfortunately, whoever was still alive.
Of course,
We'll be heading
yeah.
this way.
Well, I'll offer you this much at least as well. Us as Titans, we're unfortunately accustomed to the balance of life and death, but if you do need any assistance, I think perhaps in the future we could probably aid you with some.
would
Let's
be
say you need some
wonderful.
resources, we could probably help you out. Can't imagine we couldn't. We, like, put it this way, some of the missions we did, it wasn't just all fighting and whatnot. Funny enough, I used to be more of the diplomatic sort.
I
We had, like,
see.
humanitarian aid and things like that, so... If we need some resources, we could probably work out some bits and get some stuff going, eh?
Explains the depth of your lexicon.
Oh yes, no, of course. We all have our histories, eh?
That we do, that we do.
I mean, hey, I'll let you in on a secret. Well, you know, I always had a feeling that someone's gonna rise from the ashes.
He did say he was gonna break a leg.
Yeah, he really did say that.
He-
But now
yeah.
it appears he's broken his other leg. But you
It
know,
appears he's broken a lot more than just maybe his leg, but
yeah, maybe a skull fracture. But you know,
I'm sure he'll be fine. The doctor's with him.
yes. I mean, yeah. I mean, speaking as well of that sort of stuff, like, you know, history and all that. I mean, I'll let you in the secret. I just use the moniker Chaos. I find it a lot easier. You know, the name is significantly easier at the end of the day. Bit of a paradox in its own right. Bit of a joke, actually, but it's stuck.
Of being
Isn't your
chaos.
name stuck too?
Well, yeah.
No, I
it's-
mean, per se, obviously, organized one, but yeah. Your name's stuck? Traveler
Of
of
course,
sorts?
yeah, a traveler. I've never stayed in one place for long, if I'm honest. At least
Oh,
not
right.
while I was younger.
So we're both trying out new things then, huh?
Yeah, unfortunately, it is kind of as what happens when put into a position of power, is it not?
Yeah. You might want to watch out ahead. We do have a few hostiles to our left.
As witnessed. And a jockey. Not fun.
Hmm.
Following the torched path is pretty much the way that we need to go. I see.
Right,
You've come
understandable.
prepared.
Oh, of course I do. Don't leave without the sword, the crossbow, and the axe, let alone any form of armor should we need it.
Quite
what-
interesting.
Lovely.
Fair enough.
You know, I should have equipped the sword at that time, but oh well.
It's fine. I've always
Yeah.
been more
You
of a
know,
max
no, see-
person.
Oh, right, really? Not much of a fan of swords?
No, not at the slightest. I'm not the biggest fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just a
What, just never...
preference.
Oh, fair. Never used one, or just
Oh,
never got around
I've
to it?
used one. I would be surprised if I've met somebody who hasn't used a sword before. But
Oh, yes, no, of course, but...
more a case
I
of
understand.
not the most enjoyable time.
Ah, there we go. Alright, understand. You know, sometimes we, you know, sometimes we get into a few, you know, spats. Perhaps it's just a bad training area. But I remember one sport that I tried doing. Never done it since.
I see.
But yes, no, let's carry on. I mean, I hope you don't mind me asking, but defenses in Decora appears to just be a, you know, a light source, and to ensure that mobs aren't spawning. Do you not have any defenses at all?
Well, as far as things created as defenses, or as far as people to defend?
Well, I suppose just anything that keeps you safe at the end of the day, since, well, you know, a sword can only do so much, and, you know, you can kill a few hundred, but at the end of the day, it's better to have an active wall, you know?
I suppose, and that might be something we choose to do as we move forward. However, we are rather spread out at the moment. There are people ranging from the west
Yeah.
and the east.
I suppose so, you know, progress is as progress does.
What did you say?
Oh, watch out. Oh, I just said progress is as progress does, you know? Takes time.
Precisely. Sorry,
Yes, anyway,
that
let's
was
carry
a,
on, shall we?
Yeah, of course. My apologies. That's a phrase that I'm rather used
No
to
problem.
saying to
Watch
my
out.
people.
How about thee?
I missed.
Yep, don't worry. I nearly struck you, so
You're fine,
hey,
you're
let's try not to
fine.
have that happen here.
That would be off on the bad foot, and my people would not be
Watch
happy
out.
about that. Let me put that chestplate on at least.
Yes, no, you might want to put some armor on at least. There you go.
And I almost hit you.
Not too
We're
shabby.
even.
Don't worry, I can take a hit.
I suppose you seem like someone who's been through quite a lot, actually.
Well, I mean, as I said before, we do a few missions. You know, we all do a fair share of trials and tribulations, eh?
I see.
I mean, it can't be easy leading people yourself, so you probably had to do a few things you're not quite so, you know, comfortable doing, but at the end of the day,
Not
you
in
learn.
the slightest, yeah.
Hmm.
Quite the
How's leading
succinct way to
been
put
for you?
it.
How has leading been? Has it been a journey?
A venture. An adventure I don't think anyone's ever ready for. We're not born into the position, wouldn't you say?
Oh, of course, never ready. I mean, I've had a few missions in the past with a, commanders, like, as I said before, warriors of sorts. We all went on missions and did things. We had people that we looked up to, people that we, would then fight aside. Sometimes the people we looked up to would fail to return, or unfortunately pass away. Someone had to step up. So in those times, I often did.
So are you?
So, yeah.
Are you the leader of Titans or not?
Yes, I am the commanding officer of this cohort, since we've done our adventuring for now, so we've left it at that.
Is that an ever-changing position, or are you genuinely?
Oh no, I stick at this.
I see. This is
There's
Keith's
no
place.
change. It's not a rotating thing.
I see.
All right, perfect. Just give me one single moment. I appear to have keep my eyes out in an extended way, aka my run distance is way too fucking high. Give me a fucking moment.
I understand.
Yeah, now I upped it like while we were coming over. It's like, oh wow, look at all the cool stuff, and yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Let me really quickly clarify to make sure something is as laid.
Yeah, don't worry. I totally won't be looking into something. Right. You prepared?
Yes. I am set here.
Perfect.
This is Keith's place. It's rather
Right
quaint.
here. Yes. I was wondering what sort of place he'd live at. Not too shabby. Decent construction. Ah.
Shall we leave this book here? But yeah, I've only been here a couple of times actually. It's nearby another creation of mine, so.
Oh right, yes, no, of course. I mean, I suppose creation is a big thing here, isn't it? Like the
of
creation
course.
of things as the. Yes. Obviously, I'm just trying to fully understand the differences in cultures at the end of the day. After all, right now we are in the situation of doing our own creation, really setting up our own home and our own identity at the end of the day.
See.
So, yeah, try to make the world better than how we left it. Like that's usually the sort of thing we try to do.
That's a big thing that we have as well.
Yeah.
Leaving the world
I suppose
better than how
leaving
you
the world.
found it. And balanced.
Yeah, leaving the world is always a leaving the world is always a thing, isn't it? Really, what you end up doing.
Yeah, precisely.
I suppose I can't. Okay, I know I might be overstepping my boundary here, but I thought I might as well ask. I heard you had a graveyard or a cemetery, right?
Cemetery, yes.
Right, a cemetery. Should we go see that maybe? Like,
I
mean,
suppose,
look, I'll be honest. At the end of the day, I've had my fair share with those who have passed, and well, at the end of the day, it's good to acknowledge them, isn't it? And tell others about their exploits.
Fair enough. 'Tis a place to simply remember, I suppose. It was built actually during the time of Dia de los Muertos here in Decorah.
Right.
As a place of remembering those who succumbed and fell to the corrupt decay and to the corrupt king when all happened.
Right. Right, okay, yeah. I suppose to ask, has the cemetery been added to since you were here?
No, not since I've been here. The only addition has been
that's good at
created.
least.
Yes.
Okay, yes, no, I thought I'd just ask, since I was going to be asking if all of the cadavers that are currently resting in there are new or not, but...
There aren't any, actually.
Oh, well, that's actually good in a way, so...
They're simply
a place to remember.
placeholders. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God, okay, good. Well, you haven't really marked out your own grave, have you? That would be a bit of a
no, of
card
course
thought.
not. Yeah, we're right here. We can see the gate already.
Oh, right.
And the gazebo.
Yes, no, lovely. Gazebo. Good gazebo is always brilliant, Mix of the outdoors and the indoors.
Yeah, it's quite nice. A place to, if you need to sit back and relax. But yes, this is our place.
Alright.
Yeah, there's a place for offerings at each of the doors.
Oh, Jesus, I didn't bring
you're
one.
fine.
I do
No
apologize.
worries. What do I have on me, actually?
Yeah.
Let me see what I can place here for the time being.
Actually, I might have something. Maybe this would be something of benefit.
Oh, goodness. I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
We have a person who's pretty apt at making them. It's a careful process, but
I understand.
they do a good job.
But yeah, this would be the
Yes, right.
cemetery.
Quaint.
Yeah, it's supposed to be small. It's not obviously in consistent use. It's just a place of if you ever need somewhere quiet, you can go here.
Of course, I suppose it would be, alarming if you had to expand out multitude of times, wouldn't it?
It would definitely be something of something of the sort. But yeah.
Place to breathe, place to remember, place to think, and a place to grieve. Nice.
There's a home for it. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I mean, was this a recent endeavor you came across, or?
Something that I decided to build a while ago, actually.
Right.
Yeah,
I see. Is it? I suppose, out of curiosity, is it that the divine creation tells you to build it, or is it just that you feel like building it?
This was something that I felt was right to build, if nothing else, I suppose. I had come across one of these before, actually. This is not my first time.
Right. What is that over there?
More Halloween stuff. People like to
You've got Halloween
expand as far-
decorations
yeah.
in the graveyard. Right. Okay.
Yeah, there were things. Having a cemetery, mind you, kind of a nice place for the spookiness, I suppose.
Yes, I suppose it does work. Just, I always try to not deal with that sort of thing in a actual place of rest, but I suppose if you don't have any corpses here, it's, no harm done.
It was meant as a memorial area, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, are you a gardener of sorts, actually? Or are you more in the form of architecture as opposed to landscaping?
I've dabbled in landscaping a bit, not too much of...
Alright, okay. I think I might just notice a bit of a sour patch over here, actually. Here, follow me.
Yeah, of course.
After all, you're a builder, so hopefully you don't mind if I just mention it.
Not at all.
I don't know, the ground seems to be a bit coarse here, really. You might want to... Yes, you might want to consider maybe getting some, extra seed planted in, removing some of the, the stones from it. If you want to, I don't mind giving you a quick hand.
I can handle this at a later date.
No?
Yeah.
Alright, no, understandable, very well. Well, I just want to point out, I've got a bit of perception of these sort of things. I can't help but, bear it in mind.
Yeah, of course. No worries, no worries.
Speaking of, do you have a, watchtower?
Where do you mean?
Is that a watchtower? Well, there's a piece of wood in there.
Oh, I see. That would just probably be either Keith or Rose or maybe even Newton. They liked to find different vantages, I suppose.
Right, I suppose. So, do they watch over the graveyard then? Is that more
If they
their
so
thing?
choose, they also just... This is technically a farther out area east than anyone has ever come. At least a farther area northeast than anyone has come.
Alright,
No telling
of
as to
course,
which way Keith
understandable.
went.
Yes, no, I mean, I'll say with it as you, I'll say to you as well, I wasn't one who met Keith, it was actually one of my members. Apparently they met at a campsite somewhere around, and they ended up talking, and, well, they ended up finding out about things. So, I do want to again express my apologies about bringing up that topic. I didn't know that it was a delicate situation, you see.
I suppose, yes. It's not... Delicate is an interesting term for it. It's more a case of I've told my people the truth, and I'm left doubting myself, in a way. But I guarantee it's nothing you or any of your people need to worry about, I suppose. Although Lilith doesn't seem to be very
it's
fond
of course
of me.
not my thing. Lilith can be a hard nut to crack for the best of times. Yeah, no, they can be a bit of a hard one to crack. Yeah.
Are you...
Yeah, sorry, the ground just felt a bit mushy. I assume you put the ground in here, right?
Oh yeah, of course. At least for this center area.
Right, okay, yeah. I don't know, just thought it felt a bit like it caved in a bit. Oh, God. I would be
It
careful
should be
about
fine.
that.
There's, I mean, the wooden areas do kind of extend underneath the dirt at least.
Oh, okay,
To
right,
keep
yeah.
more, like,
I'd say just,
sustainability. This shouldn't
of
collapse
course, of
anytime
course.
soon because rain is a big thing
Yeah.
we have here. But
I mean,
that
it
should be
shouldn't
fine.
collapse if it's a whole mound, right?
Well, yeah, of course, but as sediments and things like that, as rain
Oh, yes,
continues
no, I
to
know,
wash
but-
things away, things should be fine.
Oh, yes, but usually collapse implies that it falls in upon itself. Hopefully there's no, cave-in or something. God
Oh,
forbid.
absolutely not. There's nothing for it to cave onto.
Ah, perfect. Well, that's good at least. It would be rather reminisce if, you made a big old gazebo upon something of mild importance and then it caved in upon it, but I don't know. I don't know what you build.
I suppose not.
Yes. By the way, it's a nice area. Good thing the candles are long-lasting ones, eh?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And even if they weren't, I'd still come over to light them.
Oh, yeah, no, of course. Funnily enough, it's a bit of a thing where we are. We try to use candles as much as we can as well, since they generally give off a good amount of light, but not too much at the end of the day.
I see.
So if that way, if people are looking for us, it's, a bit harder.
We're more of a lanterns folk.
Yes. We have a few lanterns around, but we keep them on the indoors, really. We try to keep a low footprint out and about, but, lesser impacts and whatnot, eh?
We seem to be two sides of the same coin, then. You're trying to keep people away, I'm trying to bring people to us.
Well, I suppose with me it's more protecting my people at the end of the day. We obviously come to this land, we try to work out what's going on, and obviously we see new people, we try to ascertain what they're about.
I see. So long as it means
And
my
well-
people stay alive and don't
No,
end
of
up
course,
as
we don't-
other unmarked areas like we see here.
Look, at the end of the day, we might be warriors, but we're not savages, okay? Believe me when I say there is no intention of harming people.
Understood.
I'm tired of that conception, really. The idea that just because you swing a sword that hundreds would die, but it's fine.
I can agree.
I don't know. I prefer an axe anyway. Might actually break through the armor a bit easier, but yeah, you know. Speaking of anyway, I actually need to get better with the old crossbow and the old bow, right?
I should get back to
Are you,
using my bow
proficient?
skills, actually. I used to be proficient in the
Yes.
bow, actually.
Oh, really?
Crossbows
You
were
used to be a
never my
shooter.
thing. I used to.
Right, fair. Yeah.
Yes, hunting on my own, obviously. Bows were probably my better bet, as I wasn't always the best with a sword.
Right, no, understandable. I mean, here's me talking about warfare and whatnot when you're more of a peaceful people. I hope you don't mind. I suppose, two sides of the same coin, eh?
Yeah, of course. Again, I wasn't always like this.
Right, yeah. Always like this. You say you fought before?
Well, yeah. I had to defend my
right.
people from the corrupt decay some way, didn't I?
Right, I suppose so. I suppose I just heard the fact that you called yourself an architect, that maybe it was more a case of ushering people to the boats. You actually fought a decay?
I had no choice. Yes, I was the architect, but I also was the voice of this divine light that no one else could hear, yet me. So, the duty was
So it
left to
actually
myself.
speaks to you.
To an extent. More as just
okay,
a
right.
feeling.
Okay, so almost like a guided urge. I'm just trying to like
I
reason it
suppose.
within
Yeah,
my
of
brain
course,
so I
of
can
course.
try to work it out. Yes. Okay, so a guided urge to lead people to this land and build.
I suppose, yeah. It was a case of
Alright.
whatever could save us. So we didn't end up like the brothers and sisters and mothers, fathers, husbands, wives that now have nothing but an unmarked place.
Yeah, do your people come here often to grieve for the ones they've lost and remembered?
Well, not often, if I'm honest.
Oh, do they not care for the ones that they knew?
More, they don't really remember them.
They don't remember a
Well,
event
yeah,
as
at that point, once corruption had taken over, it's hard to really see your loved one in something that's barely even human.
Yeah, I suppose. It's just, I feel like if anything, you probably remember such a thing. Unless it's a traumatic event and you try to shun it out, but... Sorry, did you mean they were corrupt, those people over there were corrupted at one point and you saved them, or...?
Well, again, it's a long and drawn-out, winded story. I'm not sure how much time we have, but...
I can take a bit of time.
Alright then, I suppose. I'll sit across from you.
Love to hear about your history, really. Where you came from and whatnot.
It was the Old Kingdom, as I mentioned already in the Hound Hall, and the king had fallen to corruption. He was worried, he was argumentative and destructive and taking from the world. I had been brought in to build and give back, but I had known something bigger was happening and tried to reason with him, but he wouldn't listen. I was nothing more than the architect to him. And it got to a point that this darkness began seeping past the kingdom's castle and into the people. So suddenly there was more aggression, there was more fighting, there was famine and plague and just a stench of death that no one should ever see or smell at that point. And one night, I had been given a dream. A voice told me that there was a garden, one that I needed to build, and had I done so, there would be a future for this kingdom. So I did. And people ran towards this new thing, mainly to destroy it, but it had to be protected. And so myself and the group you see here were brought to that garden, and I watched as the corrupt decay tore everything to the ground and killed the rest of the people inside.
I'm sorry for your loss, truly. So that's the story of the kingdom before Dagora.
The corrupt kingdom, yes.
Yes. What's your story, though? It's just that obviously I can hear the idea that, you built a garden to protect people from, but obviously how did such things fall into place aside from just the dream? How did you find yourself in such a position that you could do such change and...
I was
what made you the lead?
I was a worldly traveler. I was brought here and asked, essentially, to ensure a future. Creation of the future, I suppose. That was my calling.
Right.
I had been looking for somewhere to stay anyway.
Right. Okay. I'm just bearing it in mind, putting it in my head. I mean, I suppose the others would be grateful for, what you've done, right?
To an extent, some find it rather odd that I was left here and not someone else, why it was me, because I seem to be on the same level as them, but I think there's a beauty in that as well.
Yes, unlikely odds and whatnot, but I mean, I think you said it yourself as well, but I don't seem to remember that aspect either, so I don't know, I want to ask, what truly happened to cause them to not remember the great things you did then? Since surely if you saved them, they'd be over the moon, but I would be lying if I said that I didn't get some sense that not all is paradise in this garden.
Well, of course, but 'twas a double-edged blessing, I suppose, of forgetfulness towards all except myself. I'm actually unsure, but there's a reason for that, and if you had the opportunity to erase damages, would you take it?
Depends on damages, really. Since some damages he has to regrow stronger than ever.
Alright.
Some damages that we take will cause a growth of sorts, but it also depends on how you destroy the damage. Simply erasing it doesn't do anything for anyone. Just throws it on the rug.
Well,
it's how you approach it.
To counter, if you were given a position where you could say that the people you care about, some that you know, some that you don't, but some that you inherently care about, you can relieve them of pain so long as you carry it to ensure it never happens again, would you take that?
I'll always take the pain for people, but at the end of the day, I'd still make sure they are aware that such negativity can exist.
And hence why we have the library. It's a place to write the history.
Yes, I suppose it's still yet to be formed, but I'm interested to see how the history writes. I suppose you'll be the librarian for that?
I suppose.
You'll have the idea. Alright, you got any aids for that? Anyone else who can help with the writing?
I think it's best spoken from my own mouth. I was the one who witnessed the majority of it anyway.
Understandable. I suppose it's a bit crass of me to ask, but I suppose speaking of witnessing, I kind of recognize your injury. Was that a part of the kingdom that occurred? The issue?
It was a long time ago. Nothing to really mention.
Okay.
Nothing to be worried about or anything. It's... call it a trade.
Yes, and I understand. I'm fortunate enough myself to get away with a pretty immaculate skin, but
I suppose.
we all have our tribulations.
I am curious about you, however, because you dress as though you're noble, yet wear a chest plate.
Yep.
What is your
you gotta
story,
be prepared.
Chaos?
Why not tell it? Where to start, really? Born to a noble house. Born to a family that I didn't quite feel like I would blend with, and, fled it to join a greater cause. Learned the ways and used the lessons that I had learned, but decided to abscond such paths and let that not define me. Decided to do some greater good in the world, as opposed to sit idle by and act as a politician to things that, in the end, I'd only have so much of a sway about. Next match will change. That's my story, but,
How did you end up finding your group, then?
Finding the group. This group, or the group of titans that
I
we
suppose
used to
your
work
group
with?
of titans, based on that question alone, I'm assuming there's not just this group, is there not?
Yes, no, there's always more. I mean, put it this way, the Titans, as I say, is much larger at the end of the day, but, as I said, I escaped a certain situation that, I rather wouldn't have been a part of. I felt it was just not beneficial to the greater good of anything. So I joined up with the Titans. I learned how to fight, I learned how to talk, I learned how to conduct myself in a good manner. And I eventually learned how to do leadership and guide people. And in the end, I ended up guiding these people along to settle here.
I see. We're not so different, are we?
Yes, no, we all take up positions that maybe weren't exactly intended for, but we end up making. After all, I hope you don't mind me saying, but I often find we create our own fates, no matter what intervention can come from it.
Well, of course.
I mean, put it this way, there's always an alternate history that I just sat at a desk the entire time, going to balls and doing all the noble political jargon for a family that, in all reality, wasn't a family. But I found my family.
One of political gain, then?
Hmm.
You're biological, I suppose. One of political gain.
Yes. Yeah, I was never one for political gain at the end of the day, since politics is just another currency in the act of trying to do good or wrong. Fortunately, it's betrayed a lot, isn't it?
Absolutely.
After all, with political gain can come issues of trust.
Fair
I
enough.
had to find myself that trust is a issue sometimes, and sometimes I don't trust my own gut. For example, hence why I asked about the softness of the ground and the ideas of caving in and whatnot.
Yeah, of course.
I always like to try and make
completely
sure my own way, since... I mean, I suppose I'll be honest in this part. What if I told you that I had other ideas about what Decora was? You know, a little bit of preconception about what it could be.
I would be intrigued, because I wouldn't know unless Keith has mentioned.
Well, they mentioned about you being a peaceful people, so I appreciate that part. Obviously, I thought it'd be interesting to bear in mind my past and your current, endeavor in life. It could come to clash, but I'm glad it didn't.
Of course.
One thing I will ask is that he did mention as well about other people and things like that, but there was one part that I found curious, for being peaceful people, of course.
Do tell.
You're not a fan of swords, are you?
No, not typically, unless it's for defense, usually against the creatures around, so we can continue progress.
But you never used a sword on creatures that attacked us.
I prefer the axe. It's
That's
the
for
only
defense.
weapon I have.
If I gave you a sword right now, could you go attack something?
I'd prefer not to, but if it's requested.
Well, that's the thing, it's the comfort level of it, since at least one of the things I saw, or, well, read, you made a choice with the sword, didn't you?
Define choice.
Well, you chose to enact the sword in a different way, and some people lived, some people might have died. Would that be far from the truth?
I suppose that is a fair assumption. Then again, I have been everywhere. Not all people are
I've been to many
kind.
places too. Oh, of course, and sometimes they can be reasoned with, sometimes they can't be, but it's the quote of, what was it? Last time I held a sword, hundreds died. Does that resonate with you?
How could I forget?
I'm sorry to bring it up, but
No,
I
you're
do
fine.
want to
Direct
investigate
quote
this
from Keith.
matter.
Simply the story of the last time I had to defend myself, I watched hundreds die.
Defense is never really always the saving of every life. It's much more about the minimizing of the casualty and
Saving
minimizing
as
of the
many
harm
as
that
I
can be
can.
done. Exactly, it's a minimizing, it's not necessarily a story of always saving. I suppose if I can give you any solace, I imagine that whatever you did with the sword, you at least tried your best.
It was
You
what
know, I
was
can't
asked
imagine
of
you-
me.
Well, let's hope that with that task you turned it into a good one, A good deed.
As of late, definitely has. It's gotten me my people, my creations, my balance. It's brought in us new people too, technically by way of you all finding us.
Indeed it has. Indeed it has. I suppose, does the past still factor into what is going on here?
There are always
Like-
precautions.
Yeah, since I at least see as well that other people prefer not to talk about it or not even know about it, as you said, but the past still holds on to you, doesn't it?
Well, of course. I made the choice.
I mean,
you know.
it's a choice that had been made, but was it a choice you always would have taken, is the other part. If it was in any other way, would you have taken that choice?
I'd like to think I would. If that situation were to happen exactly as it had every time over, I would. If something changed, perhaps it wouldn't be me making the choice and someone else.
Actually, it doesn't sound like a choice, does it? Sounds like a necessity.
What wouldn't you do to save people?
There's many ways to save people is the key part, but if it's using the sword over and over, then perhaps there's always other ways,
As I've
try to
mentioned, there
pursue
was
them.
one time I defended myself with a sword. I assure you,
that one time
Chaos, I
was-
am no warrior. You have nothing to worry about from me.
Oh, that's nothing about it. It's about how we let one thing define us, really. I try not to let that happen myself, since at the end of the day we grow from such a thing.
As do I.
No, I do like the place, truly, and I know that I might come across a bit, antagonistic, but I just have to be aware of things.
I'd
It was
say
my job,
antagonistic
after
is a
all,
strong
to...
word. You're curious.
Oh, trust me. I've been called a bastard sometimes, so, hey, you know, what happens, happens, but... Put it this way, we don't seem to be a bad sort, but... we can see in each other's eyes, let's be real, we've all gone through some fucked up shit,
Oh,
so
absolutely.
perhaps less ever better, but... Let's do this, Vay. Let's try to give some good constructive feedback, eh?
Sure.
I could do a review, maybe you could as well. But I'm curious what you would like to review about me.
I'm very curious about where you've come from, if I'm honest. Because to me,
Yes.
a nobleman in your position, at least, like, yes, political gain or not aside, what brought you to still look for a family, if the one you had didn't suit you?
Well, you always want to find someone to rely on.
I suppose.
When you can't find that where you are, perhaps you look elsewhere.
And you're certain these people are the ones?
I would live and die for them, truly.
It's a lot of trust to put into people that you, to be honest, have no real connection to.
It might not be by blood, but we all took the oath. We all swore to defend each other, even though we might not always get along. We stand by that. And that's what we'll be certain of. Indeed.
I see. And this oath entails?
Basically doing the greater good and what is good for people.
I see. So, all of you obey this oath?
We all took the oath, and we all do our best to stand by the oath and help each other out and do what is good for the world around us.
But
truly.
that doesn't always happen?
Oh, of course, sometimes there's always a misconception. Like, let's be honest here. We all had our good days, we all had our bad days, and sometimes days just don't work out, right?
Of course.
Some days it just doesn't work. But we do what we can, since after all, we are only human, only mortal, only flesh and blood. We are perfectly irrational beings, I believe it was told philosophically.
Understandable.
At the end of the day, if we set ourselves to rigid expectations all the time, we'd always fail them.
True.
Might as well try to do some good in how we can see it, and use the others around us to do that good.
And this oath ensures good is continued.
The oath ensures discipline. That oath is always... that, you know, good is always considered to be the best possible thing. Since, after all, if you're not doing good, what are you doing?
Surviving.
Yes, exactly, but why not survive and do good as opposed to survive and do bad? For example, you could simply burn down a tree to go ahead and make a home, or you could remove a sapling that's being grown and grow it elsewhere. Spread more trees about. It's about how you do things as opposed to just, you know, what ends up happening. Since sometimes the things that go up to it can really impact, you know?
Absolutely. The butterfly effect.
The butterfly effect. Exactly, yes. Butterfly effect.
Fair enough. These missions you mentioned, I am actually curious about this. I wouldn't call anything I've ever done a mission, but...
Oh, right, yes.
Do you intend that word
I've got
exactly
plenty
as
of-
meant?
Yes, no, put it this way, as I said, warriors of sorts, we all did our things, we all acted upon other orders, and, you know, whilst I had my own positions, I still was considered a titan. I wasn't anyone in higher stead, I was simply someone who could act if needed, but at the end of the day, I was always more diplomatically gifted with my noble heritage, so I chatted my way through things, I sometimes killed my way through things, I sometimes lied my way through things, but whenever we did it, it would be for good.
It was
In the end, we would do it to... in the end, it would be to not cause harm and to overall cause a situation that is better for everyone.
Not cause further harm, you mean?
Yes, further harm as well.
As
Limit
I'm
the
taking
potential
you
damage
have
that can occur.
killed people before.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, of course we have.
Of course.
As you apparently have as well.
I can see it in your eyes. As I'm sure you can see it in mine.
Indeed, or just the eye, but... yes, no, we have all done it.
What is left
whether we're
of
proud of
one?
it or not is... of course. But the thing for me is whether you're proud of it or not. It's not just whether you're proud of it or not is bad, it's whether you stand by it. Whether you believe it was justified or not. That's about what I find for one to matter. There's
And you stand
so
by
many people
every
out there that
killing
just
you've
go... there's so many killings out there that you can sometimes wonder if people are truly doing it for good, but at least I can say that whenever I have had a killing happen on my hands, I've done it for good. Whether I will fully agree with it always, or it always sticks with me, is another matter.
I see.
But we all have our demons, I'm sure.
That we do.
We're not perfect.
I mean, to be fair, we are currently surrounded by ghosts.
No, of course.
Ghosts of the past exist just as much.
What if I told you I killed someone just recently?
You have you?
What if I did? You know, a wandering trader or something. No, that's traders. Traders too far.
Well, I'd ask
Let's
you
say
to
there was
stand by
wandering
it.
brigand. Oh no. Let's say in the example of a brigand, a warring fellow, someone that was clear to do harm and I did kill them. What would you think of me then?
I would ask you if you stood by it.
I do.
And it was for the greater good?
Indeed it was.
Then why should I have a problem with it? Last I checked, this person is now dead. They're not going to be coming my direction anytime soon. Seems as though we won't have an
Yeah.
issue.
After all, we did what we could to protect people.
We do what we can to protect.
But, you know, other people always can think of it in a different way about what can be done and what should have been done, but at the end of the day, what's done is done, and you can only say that you did what you could for the greater good.
Accept the past as it is. Ensure it doesn't happen
Yep.
again.
Take the lessons of the past and apply it to the future. Sometimes you need to forget it, but you'll always learn the lesson, you'll always stand by the lesson. Sometimes you can leave the history out of it for as long as the lesson
True.
is always there.
And this was a warring
Speaking of
fellow
people.
you said you killed?
Yeah, someone who was more in the warring side of things. Someone who didn't see reason with words.
Was he acting on his own?
He might have thought he was acting upon others, but at this point I honestly thought he went mad. So,
Were there others with him?
no, unfortunately.
I see.
No one stood with that man.
And, well, were there others who decided not to stand with him?
I mean, of course, the Titans did.
Well,
They
I
stood with me.
understood there. I'm just trying to consider if this man acted alone or not. Because then you'd have a bigger problem
he-
on your hands if he didn't.
Well, put it this way, he certainly acted upon his own. He left us no choice, really. He decided to attack, and so we had to defend.
Well, of course.
Actually, speaking of defense, I believe we might be, we might spend a bit too much time, actually.
Oh, true,
we
true,
might
true.
want to
This
turn
might be a
around.
conversation for another day.
Yes, but, you know,
I see.
I wanted to just clear a bit of the air. I put it this way, I'm always a suspicious sort, but hopefully it doesn't get taken with a distaste.
Of course not.
I'm acquired. Let's call it that, eh? Every nobleman is.
I...
They're a massive prick until you get to know them.
Fair enough. Well, for what it's worth, I don't
Yes.
find you as a prick.
Oh, well, that's good. That's one person out of every 3, I suppose. That's something.
Hey, better odds.
Yep. Anyway, let's go get these people back.
Hello, everyone. Enjoying the show
All
already?
right, everyone, spin,
Aye.
spin.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
On snap, 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 on snap.
Yeah.
Welcome to Titans!
Nations.
I honestly don't know which one is saying that, because it's just going around everyone.
It's big.
Around the world, around the world, around.
Take care of it right now if you want me to.
Around the world.
Alright, cool. Understand.
Entertainment's finest.
Hello.
We got on very well, if you couldn't tell.
I can
Yes,
get
oh,
yeah.
that. I'm glad.
I'm glad you all learned some things about each other.
As if
Think we learned some stuff.
Alright, shall
Why
we?
do you have a frog, Lilith?
Are we returning to the town hall
I
then?
found a frog console,
Is
We
that
have a
okay for you
frog.
to
and
take?
he's not green.
He's
Okay.
By the way-
Very well,
He's
understandable.
not like our tree frozen.
He's white.
Right. Well, profiling aside,
I feel like I'm in another universe right now.
Yeah.
I feel like none of this is actually happening right now.
He's white. The fact that he said it loud and proud, like he just shouted.
I you live with your parents? They're gonna have so many questions.
Oh, they stopped questioning about me. Do not worry.
I would have stopped questioning him when he was caught wearing the cat ears.
Oh yeah.
We don't talk about it. We do not talk about this. Oh my god, my dad came in while I was wearing him. He's like, "Hey son, do you?" I just slowly left the room.
Welcome to Nations, everyone.
Welcome to Nations. This is
Welcome to Nations.
This is official lore.
Season 1, baby!
It is now
Official
law.
lore of
Beans wears
Nations.
caddies.
Shut the fuck up!
Beans
Should I actually press the wrong
just
button?
in his room by himself wearing
change
No,
to PFP,
no,
change to
no,
PFP.
no,
VTuber.
No,
VTuber.
no,
VTuber.
VTuber, VTuber,
VTuber.
VTuber,
VTuber.
VTuber. No! Where did he go?
At least
He
he
literally pearled away in panic.
Oh, dear
I
lord.
see.
Should we do a redo so that we go over and like mildly act like we
Yeah, so
Should we do a take? Yeah, take two. You know, rewind.
We'll come back
Yeah,
here.
rewind.
Rewind.
That's rewind sound.
I see. Thank you for that.
Yes, certainly. Yes, of course. All right. Fuck. I guess we'll do it from here. Fuck it. Why not? Yeah.
Just run through here again.
Yeah. Taking. 1, 2, 3.
Sorry, we're going all the
Wow,
way
it's so
back.
squishy. I'm on.
Oh, squishy ground.
Fucking spinning. Yeah. Ooh, squishy ground. Ooh, imagine.
That's
No, it's not like
pretty
I know something underneath there. Yeah.
Ooh.
Anyway. Nations.
If nothing else, stories for another time then.
Yes, exactly. Stories for another time. Anyway, I believe we have some people waiting upon us.
We
So
have
should we?
guests.
Yes. Well, you know, the guests that we always had. Come on. Let's go and say hi to them. We might have taken a bit more time than we previously said.
Most likely.
Hopefully, don't think I'm murdering
Time
or
flies when
something.
you're having fun, after all.
Yes. No. Exactly.
I'd say these
It's also
conversations
good
are
whenever you're learning.
True.
Sorry about that.
Hello,
Took a
everyone.
while.
I was very upset.
All good.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
I'm assuming.
How was
you're
the meeting?
Didn't
talking
take too long,
about-
did we?
No. I was
Not
just
at all.
talking about,
Nope.
I was just talking about how Beans knocked over the tree froge and I'm
We
upset.
don't.
Oh right. Yes, we will be talking about
Kiss
that.
tried to kill me because of that.
It was a joke. Come on. I
Well,
never
You
actually
put on
tried
your
to.
arm and took out your sword and ran towards
I
me
didn't strike you
violently.
down.
Wait, wasn't there? Doesn't Chaos have a sword that's literally just a wooden sword?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
But we also need
Okay.
a set
You know,
pathing for
used
the
in training.
Of course. Pathing probably likely from.
The sword of 10 paces or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
probably good
roll
to keep the
that.
lights around here.
Of course.
Yes.
Shall we?
Oh wait, should we head
to...
back?
Well, Jinx. That's a yes.
Nope, there we
Let's
go.
go.
Yes,
Yes, I
let's
suppose we
go.
should. Come on then, everyone. Be prepared for Spider up top.
Hey,
Have we got everyone?
I got cookies.
Yes.
Oh, lovely. Good.
Decorum.
Chaos-
Back. Let's get moving.
Do we have
I'm-
everyone?
Yeah, Chaos, I'm gonna be a little bit sorry. I'm gonna say this right now. I'm very sorry. I kind of
No.
loaded them with cookies.
It's understandable. It's fine. I mean, our diet is mostly meat anyway. It's good to have a bit of sugar, but dear Lord.
Mira,
That's just what she said.
yeah, sugar. Mira may have like 6 stacks of cookies.
Phoenix,
Don't
do
even
you
worry
have a
about
share
it.
them.
bakery?
Oh yeah. By the way, they now
haven't seen the
have
bakery yet.
access to jungle logs and cocoa beans.
You're not
Oh,
planning on
perfect.
bringing them all the way back to.
Well, that's fine. I'm sure we already had a few of them in stock, but that's fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll still a few extra. Oh yes, if you do need anything else, we do travel around, so we probably try to get
Yeah,
you
of
something if
course.
need be.
I'm sure we could be
Yeah.
trading partners, I suppose.
Yes.
in case.
I mean, if you're giving off gifts, might as well try to find one for you. Oh dear.
Oh,
Sorry.
Yes,
alright,
do
that'll
watch
be
out for them.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
fine.
spider coming up.
They're gonna be
Lord
slowly working
heavens.
on that.
Oh,
Oh,
my
dear.
lord,
Okay.
guys.
Everyone alright?
Is everyone okay?
it's gonna go.
Are
there we
you
go.
look like kinda shut up, dude?
Yeah, it's a blood flesh wound.
It's his butterflesh.
A little
We are-
rusty,
we
eh?
are- This is
I'm
not
fine.
Are you now?
Well, for the muzzle, they're going to be a while, aren't they?
They're working with a frog.
Let's do this.
I see.
Well, take your time, I suppose. I do apologize for the
bringing
creepers.
yeah, we're
fine.
bringing over Froge.
All right, let's keep this going, shall we?
As long as
We're
everyone is
bringing
safe.
over. We're bringing over the.
Yes,
concrete
exactly.
crew.
Let's make sure people don't end up dying here. I
Yep.
think so far we've gone pretty well without an incident.
Yep, we've done
oh,
well.
actually,
Well.
Yeah.
No more instances than the one accident.
yeah, none of that. Yeah, no one's been slash canonically knocked out of the existence for a period of
Yes,
time.
no
you know?
one has accidentally
No one's-
altered forward. It's fine.
Oh, for fuck's
Yes,
sake.
exactly.
Mara!
Oh dear.
Behind you,
What's going
little. Oh, Lord heavens.
Welcome.
Stay. That zombie got annihilated.
Indeed. Anyway, let's carry on, shall we?
I missed.
Also, Beans, you're definitely being trained again in future. Need to see your bow skills back up again.
Yeah, sir. Of course. I'm sorry. I haven't used it in a
mean,
while.
That's
Nice
all that
things too.
Also, yes,
sneaky.
Beans, Beans, at some point should we have a training day? Because I'm apparently pretty sneaky myself, as Nomad might have seen, but,
No need to
Yeah.
remind me that.
It's alright. There's always more to learn.
Listen.
exactly, it's more to learn.
Yeah.
No
You're
rushing
just
minutes,
a
I have things to learn
newbie.
myself.
Of course you're not.
Don't we all?
Oh dear.
Beans, you should
You know,
definitely
we
get
all
better
learn
your
at the
job.
same time, but once we get the training
Shut
area
up.
sorted, we'll be able to learn even better.
There's no shame in making mistakes.
Exactly.
I
Right, well
suppose.
anyway, let's continue on. Probably by the time we get back, it might even be day.
Yeah, of course.
Right, yep, this way, alright. Just trying to make sure we don't have any stragglers.
Yep. Watching the frog crew.
Yes, that's going to be hell to bring back,
This
but
is
very
fun.
well.
This is great.
Don't worry, I've got him. I've got him.
We're
Alright, but
bringing
Lid,
him.
how are we going to bring that back?
bringing him.
Me. That's
Okay, alright.
Well,
He do be
dear.
schmoovin'.
Well, anyway, let's start him back, shall we?
Yeah, of course. I'm assuming this
Watch out,
torch trail was left for us.
watch out. There we go. Dink the armor, it's fine.
And from here we can follow the pathways.
Ah, perfect, good. Yeah, group to the left, be aware.
Don't mind that.
Yeah, just in case, you know, you never know. Ah, here's the other side of it.
Yep, this would be the other half.
But you know, things are fine here. Oh, there's a phoenix over there.
Phoenix, you alright?
He's just been chilling.
I see.
Right, very well.
Yeah, I believe this is the swamp area that was first discovered by a decent crew of us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was actually Phoenix. You were one of those people that came this way the first time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Along with I think it was Keith and Hex and such.
Yeah. I basically turned it into a whole wheat farm, and
Yeah,
basically
Oh,
haven't
right.
touched it in a while.
Ah, very
But
well.
it's been growing.
clearly.
We actually try to hunt our own food. Funnily enough, we mainly stick to a more carnivorous diet because we usually find it's better for keeping things going at the end of the day.
I see.
Rations and whatnot. But we make
Right.
do.
Take as you can get, so long as you give back.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, of course. We make sure to replace anything that's taken. All right, you all okay over there?
Ensuring no stragglers.
Yep, don't worry.
looking at something.
Understandable. On bright side, though, I don't think you would need to worry too much about going too quick with your horse with that frog.
Yes, Dave is very, very slow. I don't think we'll have to worry.
Yes. Don't worry. I'm sure I can put him on a bit of a training regimen. Speaking of training, what is that over there?
My quest that I
Huh?
made recently.
Over there.
Oh, yeah, that's a
Training
parkour.
Rose's course.
Yeah.
Our parkour enthusiast.
Oh, right. Oh, lovely.
Parkour.
In a moment, but hey, Beans, do you mind if Beans give us a go, maybe?
Oh,
Yeah,
not
of
at all.
course.
Yeah.
Perhaps,
Go
I
for it.
go on.
I suppose.
Perhaps if you're not sneaky,
Beans
you
don't
can be,
fall.
Oh, I suppose.
Alright, let's go ahead and see this spectacle, eh?
I
Go on,
suppose
show
I could
us
give
the
it a
Titans.
shot. So
Show
which
us the
route?
Titans, eh?
Starting from here and heading
Yeah,
to
you
the
go from
right.
there.
There you go.
He's gonna fall.
Alright.
He's gonna fall.
Oh,
Alright, there you go. We'll hop
I
around.
haven't done this jump in a while.
Oh, nice try.
Like I said.
Yeah.
Is that your
I haven't done-
excuse?
Do you want to try it? Be my guest.
Oh no, this is fun to watch.
Just, I mean, if you think you can do it better, by all means, go for it.
I
You
never
don't
said
have to be
that.
hostile with the doctor.
True.
Yes, I'm just a helper. I'm
I'm just
harmless,
curious.
really.
You know? Yes,
And I
I'm
can't
just
even make the
curious.
first step,
That's all.
that's fine. It's been a long day, alright?
And
Indeed it has.
Yes, you're like must be tired.
It's been a long day. I might need one of your remedies, Doctor.
Behind you, Kondo. He
You
was
walk
looking
oh.
at you.
Oh, terribly sorry about that.
Sir, would you like
yeah,
to give it a
frog
shot?
nah, not today. You know, we still got a journey back, don't we?
Oh, of course, yes. Do you guys need anything for your journey back?
I think we're mostly
Do you have a
sorted.
slime ball?
Oh, that might be handy,
A
actually.
slime ball, I believe
I-
we do. Let me check. I'll
Could
be right back.
keep the intrigue, yes.
If you'd like to head back to the Hound Hall, I can see if we have the slime ball and meet you
Sure,
back over there.
I can't remember where it is.
Sure,
right,
if
should
not,
we
I
start heading back then?
imagine- Phoenix, would you mind taking
Yes,
me back
alright.
to the Hound Hall as I go check?
Doctor?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ah, there we go.
Okay. Okay. This has gotten all the more interesting.
What are you saying, kind sir?
Roommates, please. Hello.
That was 2, right?
Yes, it was.
You got it sorted?
Yes, I'm just writing down what we took.
Yeah, of course, no worries. I hope this is of use to you.
Have you got your slime ball?
Yes.
I see. You might still need the lead is the only issue. But
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, I know.
I can take a look. Hold on. Let me see.
Make sure to write it in the book.
Hey, you have a log for this sort of stuff?
Well, of course, just to
Yes,
keep track of
it's
what we do
just-
and don't have.
Alright, I see. Very well. You know, that'd be quite good actually, since we do generally keep our own sort of storage shared anyway. But it'd be definitely nice to know what is taken and what is put in.
There'd probably be a lot of
Lilith,
Huh?
things.
Yes?
you are in luck.
What?
Oh, you already got it. Okay, never mind.
Oh, I got it. It's okay. Thank you.
That's all sorted. Lovely.
No problem.
Well, I
Sorted.
suppose we won't take too much more of your time, but if you have any other questions, let me know.
And
We'll
how would I
probably
go about
contact-
that, actually?
Oh,
Well,
Lilith,
funny
here you
enough,
go.
what we'll probably do is that we'll probably be coming back soon enough anyway, keep a bit of a contact in. We'll contact you soon enough, but if you want to write down a list of things, I'm sure I can answer that.
Yeah,
I'd
of
say it's
course.
always
Can we
20,
not
isn't it?
have can we not have Beans do the message?
I will do the
You
message
remember
myself.
what? Yeah, you remember the last time.
I will do my message. Yes, the last mission that was. Oh god.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah,
no
we shared a few
worries.
missions. But yes, no, by all means, I'll be back at some point in the future. Hopefully
Of
soon,
course.
as long as all goes well. But
Oh, yeah.
hey, we're a traveling sort, so we see what happens.
Absolutely.
It was a pleasure having you guys here.
Yes,
was
no, it was great.
wonderful meeting
Thank
you.
you for the hospitality, truly.
course.
Apologies for some of the subvertive events that we did, but at the end of the day, old habits die hard. We have to ensure that, you're not cannibals or something like that.
Completely understandable.
Yes, unfortunately, we have to take
Wonderful
these
opportunity to get to know you all.
hesitations. Yes, exactly, and here's to a brighter future with these sort of things, eh? Certainly had worse interactions with people in the past,
To
so
better
hey,
stories.
you're doing fine. Indeed, to better stories and for greater good.
Let's
eh?
go.
Absolutely.
But anyway, we should already be dashing. Don't know how the frog is going to manage, but we'll start moving, eh?
Yeah, of course.
Right. Well, everyone,
Safe travels.
let's get going.
Let's roll.
Yep. See you later,
Safe travels,
Nomad.
everyone.
Enjoy the cookies.
Yeah.
Yes,
Much
once,
appreciate it.
please. Don't need more
problem.
once. You'll have a sugar rush and
Safe
crash.
travels, Titans.
Oh dear lord. Yes, safe travels. Adios.
Bye.
Adios.
Adios, mis amigo.
It was nice to meet you, Professor. I'll make sure to come back.
Rose.
Oh, always. That was an eventful day, and I want to go to bed.
I'm not saying you should, but
Yeah.
if you want to follow them, do it.
Just see where they are.
Yeah. If we can get a better idea of where they're coming from, we'll know where to go.
Okay.
Track the mountain.
Oh.
Those guys are nice.
Yep.
Let's meet at the town hall, please.
Okay, let's
Will do.
let's go.
Oh, by the way, Nomad, come take a look.
Of course. Oh, wow. Oh, these look fantastic.
It fits well. Newton
I like
did a
these-
good,
These are
very
wonderful
good job.
designs, Newton. I love them.
I do like them.
I think we go for it. Let's go for the people who can stop by, obviously. So, us 6 to start, including Rose.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. Do you need any materials? Anything we can get you?
Just need the names. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, of course. In the meantime, let's come on up here.
Alrighty.
Okay.
You guys can take your seats. So, what have we learned from these people?
Very kind, I would say, and very generous.
All right.
Yeah. And they seem to, like, when I offered jungle wood and beans for them to grow cocoa beans, they asked for something in return. So they're definitely like something for something kind of
Trade-based.
people.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, trade based.
All right. All right. Newton, how about you?
I did not learn anything.
Understandable. I managed to learn quite a bit, actually. So if you'll indulge me, I'll inform you of what I know. Now,
Yeah,
first I'd like
well,
to...
what-
I would like to address a concern which has been brought up by Newton. I'm aware of how cordial and open I was with Decora. I am aware and I know how dangerous that is and how people may take it. However, it was very useful. Showing we have nothing to hide ensures that they're less gung-ho about attacking.
Right.
There's nothing
but,
for us to hide.
I mean, I feel like it would have been better if we kind of knew what you were gonna tell them, because it kind of seemed like, I guess, out of place.
Did they go
when
into any buildings?
No.
No, not really.
Then it sounds like they know anything we need them to know. As long as they don't know what's in the buildings, they're fine. They're not the type to walk into anywhere and everywhere. I know they say they're nomadic, but I have a feeling that was a once was, according to what Chaos has told me. They are militaristic, they are dedicated, to say the least, and they are people that operate on a once told, get it done. Essentially. They
Right.
would be very, very strong allies, assuming we're cooperative. However, we're not alone in this venture. Rose is currently seeing if
yeah.
they can follow them. Get us a better read on kind of which direction they're heading. Because yes, Newton, we should have met on neutral ground, but we didn't because we didn't know where they were or where they're coming from. This is the only way to get a better reading of where they're coming from. Even if it's just narrowing the east to either the southeast or the northeast. If we get a general direction, we can ensure the next time this doesn't happen again. We got lucky with these people, I will admit that. They are not aggressive, they are not immediate to destroy, which is good.
Right.
I think the best
They
thing
did.
we've done
They
is show
did
that-
seem quite curious about the creative divine, like
Divine
the
creation.
divine creation.
They don't
yeah.
seem the type to have an overarching being. I was getting a lot of questions from Chaos about it, actually, so I don't think that they have a belief system of that. Perhaps we can be of use to them in terms of
Yeah, that's
creation that
what
has
I was
blessing.
thinking. Cause me and Buzz were also kind of like, as much as we know from the divine creation, there's like some of us kind of linger on it.
As far
Yeah.
as, yeah,
We'd rather see it to believe it.
of course. As far as what I've gathered, Chaos runs the Titans in a way that is a lot more strict, yet very similar to the way that I run my own place. To the way that I run Decora, I
Yeah.
suppose. It's very... He and I are very similar, which I'm assuming means that he himself did a very big read on the rest of us. Hey!
Hi.
You were spotted?
Yep.
Come on in.
Well, there goes that plan.
No?
Yep.
Wait.
Well, we know what direction they were heading towards, right?
Where did you get spotted?
Just along the cliffs, not too far
And
out, but
somebody was waiting for you, correct?
yeah.
That's the smart thing to do. Were there any patterns in their movements?
Nope. It was just a straight line.
Straight line across the mountain?
Yep.
Which
Just
way?
directly that way.
Directly southeast?
Yeah.
Then there we go. Limited by half. The southeast is still big, but it's definitely somewhere we can start. And if Keith ran into, I believe it was Lilith, then it can't be far away from what's known.
Yeah.
Which what I would venture to say is the mountain. The mountain is what's known. I haven't seen any information about going straight east. So odds are these people came from the southeast and are returning there, or at least have a base there.
Yeah.
So the next time we have a discussion with these titans, it's going to be there, in this southeast area. This is somewhere that we're going to explore.
Got it.
So basically, slowly move up.
Yes.
In a way.
This is a game of chess, in a way. Revealing all of our pieces, all of our plans, every move we're going to make is a recipe for destruction. It gives them time to maneuver. I can tell this is the way Chaos thinks as well. He was only willing to offer the things that I asked, and even then, very carefully. This is well thought out. These are people who know what they're doing.
Thought that out, but they are. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to give any, I guess, bad opinions, but they are very kind people, so I don't want
They
to
are
get
kind people.
distasteful.
I am sure that they are positive individuals, and from what Chaos has told me about their oath or something about doing for the greater good, they're not the kind to do something without justifiable cause.
Right.
Okay.
They are kind unless given reason not to, which I would argue is the same for us. Kind until given reason not to be. However, we are still a force to be reckoned with, which is why the next time we meet, it will be on their more neutral turf. We don't have the expendability of being able to send people out to explore for long periods of time. I don't feel safe with that.
Got it.
We do, however...
So we move as one.
Move as one or move as two. We do have enough of a group to split into two so long as someone stays behind in Decora. If there are people on the east, I am willing to bet there are people... If there are people in the west, I'm willing to bet there are people in the east. Right? And vice versa.
Right.
So, I say that we need to start completing our taverns. We've got the one in the further west, I suppose. I think that we also need to make one for the east. Perhaps leave them a little gift, I guess, if we find their base.
Okay.
That'll be
What do you
something to talk about.
think the gift should be?
A creation. If nothing else, nothing important, nothing necessary, if nothing more than like a house maybe, but the bigger part of that is going to be the message of you are not the only ones who know where to go.
Got it.
All right then.
Then settled.
Then it's settled. We make our way towards them and make a middle ground, per se.
We become the middle ground, essentially, because I have a feeling that, I mean, if they've traveled this way, and Chaos mentioned there was another person they met that was not in the Titans, and I'm sure it wasn't Keith.
They met quite a few people.
Then there are more people in the east. So we need to get to work down that way, and if we can bring people this way, perhaps they can be the energy that we use to push towards the further west. Maybe that we can reach the people west and bring them here. There are more people in the east right now than there are here if we are the far west. So, if we become the middle ground, we become the mediators. We control the situation. This is how we become a part of a bigger plan, I suppose. If we make ourselves important to the people around us. Exactly. We make ourselves important to the people around us. Ourselves useful, ourselves crucial. That keeps us alive. So we show them what we can do.
We should also gather information.
Exactly. Which is why I think pushing down that way will show that we can first and foremost gather anything that they might have left at a camp if we find it, or if we find more tracks, thanks to Rose. The more information we have, the stronger of players we become in this political game we seem to be finding ourselves playing in this, with this other group, right? Chaos is a well-versed foe. He is diplomatic, a nobleman, educated, strong. But nothing we can't psychologically combat.
Right.
They may become our greatest allies yet. We just have to play our cards carefully and quietly. Never let them know your next move, right?
Right.
That being said, I think we've had enough adventure for one day. Unless there's anything
That was
else to
fun.
mention, I think we're good to call it here.
I think we're good.
Alrighty. All I should say is once, basically, since we had multiple people come this way, it's best to, I guess in the meantime, while we work on the taverns, we kind of fix this place up since there's a little few holes and
I'm
this
gonna
is
guess we break into groups of 3.
Alrighty.
We'll have a
Of
group
course.
heading back towards the tavern sometime soon, a group heading towards the east to see what we can find, and then a group staying here.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then we'll be able to
that makes
travel in different directions
sense.
as well, just to see how things are going. But yes,
Alrighty.
if we can finish
Sounds
the tavern
good.
and get a basic blueprint, because I did also leave a book there for, reference, so we know how to build it and continue it. If I can get that book back once it's completed, then we can duplicate essentially the tavern towards the east. Let people know that we are here, we are wanting to help, and that we could be a great ally as well.
We should also work on our infrastructure.
That we should.
As in, possibly clearing out the land a little bit more, adding a few
Yeah.
towers
I would
for...
agree. I'm also going to
towers.
say that I think we need to move the forestry. I think the birch and spruce forest that we have instilled, while they are great, I think they need to go towards the plains, likely towards Rose where you are.
Yeah.
We need a
Yeah.
designated
Also,
area for this.
if possible, I would say we also get a watchtower towards like the other side of the hill because they
Yeah,
did come
and
up on the other
possibly
side.
up on top of the mountain as well would probably be a better location.
Yeah.
If it's on top of the mountain, we could make a path from the observatory to further
We
that
can.
way.
How about this?
And have a watchtower that way.
Expand. We have created housing and like locations like the town hall, shops, and things like the supply house. Expand. Put some of these on top of the mountain.
We should definitely think about roads as well, making it easier to get around,
Correct.
because right now it's a little hard
Connectivity.
to get from place to place.
So I
Yeah.
think this is the
Right.
beginning of our expansion, everyone. Expanding up on the mountain, east until we find wherever the Titans seem to have laid claim, and west at least up until the tavern. They had some really cool resources and connects us to an ocean. Ink sacks are huge. Same with fish. Which is going to be super,
Yeah.
super
Time.
important for creating books for the library.
Oh yeah.
But
The
alright.
one thing I'm majorly excited for is, well, I know it as much as we see each other in Decora, I'm very excited that we basically got some new faces,
Indeed.
at least.
We just have to play it carefully.
Interesting.
It feels refreshing.
It
Exactly.
is definitely refreshing.
No subtext, Grim.
I said
I heard.
just,
I heard.
I believe you.
Okay, I thought I heard
And
patience.
curiosity is natural, obviously. I understand your curiosity.
Yes. They offered a deal with me
Oh?
in exchange
Oh?
for honey.
Oh?
Lilith was the one.
They are a
She
nice
wanted
person.
knowledge, and I get items in return.
I see.
What type of knowledge?
Medical knowledge.
I see.
Basically, just things I study.
Wonderful.
So-
That's wonderful.
Something that we could offer as near the halfway point is a medical office, if you're down for it.
Or,
If they're looking
yeah.
Wait.
for
Yeah, no,
medical
whatever-
advice, then they'll
Whatever skills
obviously
we
need
have, we take them towards the taverns.
We can teach.
Mm.
Exactly.
We become the teachers. I like that. We have our lead of medical
it. Yeah.
already, and now the rest of us can figure out something that we can refine. I got building, I'm sure.
I got baking at least.
What about climbing?
I mean,
And then
I mean, I made the
rest of us
close for a
figure out
reason.
what we need. But whatever skills
Yeah.
of the trade that we can...
no, and you could show off how to make some banners like yours.
True.
Yeah.
Whatever skills we can refine will let us be powerful players.
I'm thinking on making a bar as well.
Oh, your cafe is still in the
Ooh.
tavern, right?
It is, yeah. But I was thinking of making a more centralized one here
Yeah,
as well.
I think that'd be
Probably
wonderful.
bigger.
Tourism was never a strong
like
suit of
any
mine, but it
people
would be fun.
coming in.
We need to offer them something they don't have.
To
Like
get what they have.
medical advice. Yeah.
You know the potions that I hand out to you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I
Mm-hmm.
have no idea how to make those.
I see.
We have something they don't have.
We have something they don't have. This is our trading point. Grim, you are our linchpin. You're our ace up our sleeve.
It always happen.
It's wonderful. Great.
You know, being a doctor.
So that's also technically a means of goodness for us. So if we ever do
Mhm.
overstep a line, we at least have a little bit of wiggle room knowing that we have something they don't. Granted, I don't think we will. It takes
Precisely.
a lot to. It seems to take a lot to need to overstep in terms of chaos in the way that he is, but let's just see how far we can push. Push east, push
Yeah.
west, push up. I guess south. We'll push north another day. But for now, I think we
Got
need
it.
to
Pushing
learn.
into
We need to start
places.
pushing. Exactly. Expansion, exploration, education. That's what we've got.
Got it.
Grim, I'm curious. Does your
Yes.
knowledge... So, obviously you're able to heal us pretty well with your potions.
And break you, yes.
Okay, that's what I'm interested in.
Like the
Does your
dissection of
knowledge
the human body?
also
Or
include
breaking
a
one?
way to weaken people?
Yeah. In case we need it. I don't like
And
to be
not
hostile.
share it, but...
Yeah. In case we need it and not share it, because that would be handy in case
I would rather
come
say
across anything.
yeah. If anything, Grim, I would say keep basically all the stuff that you know about the human body to yourself for now, in case if anyone was switch sides.
Right.
For
But
a
to know
reason
that that
in the
is a
future.
resource as well.
I
If
mean,
that
most
is a
of them are
resource.
self-defense.
It's like the old phrasing goes. If you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. If you teach a man to fish, you feed him for the rest of his life. We are the ones holding the fish and the fishing rod. Grim, give them only the fish. Show them
Fine,
they need us.
fine.
And
Alright,
if relations
so just-
progress, then perhaps you begin to teach them actual medical things. Share your wondrous knowledge. However, for now, let's keep the linchpin to ourselves.
Alright.
Yeah.
I mean, I do love sharing studies, but it is fun to get people more curious.
Give them an inch for now. You can give them a mile another day.
Alright. I did offer one of my potions, and that seemed to spike up curiosity.
Wonderful. Okay, I think that's as much as we can discuss now. More will come later as far as venturing. It's been a while since we've gone back to the tavern. I do want to get back there sometime soon because we didn't finish the upper flooring, and I'd hate to think somebody would cross paths there and not have a place to stay in case. Because it seems that there are just random people who will wander through the world, according to what Chaos told me. So I think
Right.
plans will be some of us will head towards the west, others can start reinforcing Decorah.
Sounds good to me.
All right, then. I'm going to return to the library to read and write a couple of things down. If anyone needs me, I'll be there, and if not, then meeting adjourned.
Okay.
Alright.
Brilliant. Thank you.
He's white.
Quiet, you! Oh, that was really funny, too. Okay. The blessing of being an adventurer is always knowing which way you need to go. However, there's something I haven't done yet, and I've intended to do it. Did I exile Keith? Nomad, I want to say I apologize. The words I had said were mine and mine alone. I was just frustrated, angry, and confused at everything, and I guess I was impatient on answers. The words we stated are right. We are wrong as well. The points you made are valid, but the bridge of communication was shaken and deterred. Decora needs us, not just you, not just me, all of us. Arguments and petty drama will get us nowhere except destruction. Balance. You taught me that, Nomad. If the nation focuses on too much of fixing everything within, the nation will be blinded by everything around it. But if the nation focuses on everything outside of Decora, it loses sight of itself. And as of now, it seems that the divine creation of bigger plans through the pursuit of beauty and balance. I have my own paths and you have yours. You're right, Nomad, we can choose to be better. But know this as well, Nomad, we are solely responsible on who and what we are in the future. Corn Enforcer Keith. The path of divine creation guide you. Tell Hexi's the new enforcer by the time I get back. I was angry. I was really angry. I made a choice. I made a choice that day, and I have to stick by it because I don't know what will happen if I don't. This library will be a sliver of reconciliation, I hope. If you're listening, please bring him home. Make sure he's safe. I want to tell him I'm sorry for the words that I said. I'm sorry that I was angry. I'm sorry I've been so slow on the draw to say certain things. I'm sorry that I exiled him. I was angry. I didn't mean those words. I never intended to. But I accept that I did it. It was a mistake. Please, just give me the opportunity to do better. Under your guiding light, I wish to make things right. So long as I have the chance, so please bring Keith home. There's so little I can offer someone like Keith, but perhaps this will at least show that I'm trying. Because I promise I am trying. I'm sorry I didn't try hard enough, I suppose. Hey, Phoenix.
Hi.
You alright?
Yeah, everything's alright. Just came in and want to talk on basically your personal opinions on Titans.
On my opinions on the Titans.
Yeah.
I think they're interesting. I'm slightly unnerved by how similar Chaos seems to be to myself, but...
I mean, hey, I guess everyone resides in everyone else. I guess there's a
suppose,
little
yeah.
piece of everyone.
There's a piece of everybody in everyone. I guess that's a good point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can finish this roofing and work on the
Yeah.
rest.
Do you want me to get you any supplies?
I've got stone for the time being. I think I'm pretty much set. I'm just gonna be using the stone to fill this area in, and then I think I'm alright.
Mhm.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Not really, but Noon does want to talk to you if you ever have a chance.
Yeah, do you think you could send him over this way? If he doesn't mind me working with
Yes.
him? Awesome.
Yes, I'll be back.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome back, Rice. Come on now. I'm alright. I'm alright, and so will everyone else be. It's bizarre that I knew exactly what he was doing, but so be it. Hey. You wanted to speak to
Hey.
me?
Yeah.
What's up? Everything alright? Nice. Sick boots.
Now it is. Man, this building's a little bland for your style, isn't it?
I mean, simply infrastructure.
Fair enough. I do want to apologize.
What for?
Earlier I talked a little bit rash. Or maybe you didn't see it that way, but just I was worried, you know.
I understand.
It's funny, you know, despite having lost everything once and having no memories about losing it, it's scary to think you could lose it all again.
I know. But we're not going to lose it again, I promise. And that's a promise I can keep. I didn't have time to tell you. It was a quick thinking thing because I was standing literally right here and suddenly heard a voice. And for a minute I thought I was back in the kingdom. Because that's a usual. When I was working on things, people would walk up and ask what I was doing. And I was back there for a second and then realized that voice wasn't Decorin. Turned and there was nobody, and then there was someone. There was no time to explain or do anything. They got the drop on us. We could only make the best of the situation, and the easiest way to do that was to show as many cards as we're willing to show. Let them think that we're weak, that we're poorly set up, that we're lack thereof, that we're mysterious. We know what we're capable of. We don't know what they are capable of. More battles are won through thoughts and conversation than through sword. I won't let us lose our people again. The next time we meet somebody, it will be on neutral terms. And trust me when I say they will not be coming to Decora on their first meeting.
Okay.
The less people who know about the entirety of this place, the better. So, the Titans already know, and there's nothing we can do to control that. If there are other people out there, like Chaos said there was, whether they come from the east or the west, we control who walks in here. So perhaps, maybe then, we'll meet the next people. We'll find our way there. They won't find their way to us.
Alright. That puts my mind at ease a little bit.
I'm glad. I'm sorry I gave you a fright. That's along with a lot
It's
of
alright.
other members, but with the situation we had, it's the best we can do. And besides, if they think we're just an aloof group allowing anybody and everybody to walk in here, one of two
True.
things. First off, they'll never attack. Why would they? What do we have that they don't already need? Or have? And secondly, perhaps they offer aid. Which Chaos already has. trading will be a thing we get to do with the Titans once we meet them on neutral grounds.
Well, I look forward to it then.
As do I.
About this meeting that you're planning on going to the inn.
Yeah?
You wouldn't mind if I tagged along, right?
Not at all. I would hope you would, actually.
Oh, good.
Of course, it'll be a small group, because I don't want to leave this place unattended, not with the Titans coming around willy-nilly, but...
And with that, I do want your permission on a build.
And that would be?
I'll send you the details about it later.
Of course.
But it's a fail-safe I've been thinking of.
Of course. We shall discuss at a later date, then.
Absolutely. But if that's all, then, again, just want to say I'm sorry for doubting you. You did have a reason, and I thought too rashly.
I forgive you. I didn't explain. There was no reason you should think that I was in control. Just trust me when I say that I do have full control over situations like this.
Well, I'd hope so. You are a amazing builder after all, so...
You pick up a thing or two surrounded by so many noblemen. We got lucky Chaos as a nobleman.
True. Can't say the same for the rest of his group, though.
Yeah. But hey. The more you know.
Alright, well, I'll go back to dealing with my charge for the moment.
Okay, be safe. Let me know if you need anything.
Absolutely.
Best of luck.
See you around.
See you. Oh. Interesting. For the record, by the way, I am very aware that Chaos knows a lot more than he let on. I'm aware that he knows what's underneath the mound. I'm aware that he knows that I have a history with violence. I'm aware that he knows I'm not on the best of terms with people. And I'm aware that he knows that I exiled Keith. I'm also aware that he said those things to get a rise out of me. He was gauging my reaction. So I decided to play along. There's not much that can be done once someone has the drop on you, you know? Been a long time since I've had a conversation like that, if I'm honest. Chaos and the Titans. Including the names I caught were Lilith, B beans, Mira, cheese. That would make a group of 5. We were evenly matched. We shall meet again. For the divine creation was it so, and so it shall be done. But I guess that's just a story for another day. For now, we've got things to do here. And a home to finish calling our own. How funny. This time I'll have a home. And that is where we're going to end the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. We love our lore. We love our lore stories. I hope you guys had an amazing time here. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream because I have been live for 3 hours. That went so freaking long, but that's okay. 'Twas a blast. I'm actually so happy that went so well. I hope you guys enjoyed. You know, part of Nations, Nations works on an invite type thing, so you would have to be invited in by a leader, or if they open applications, submitting towards them. Information about that would come out soon-ish, I suppose, depending on the nation. All depends on the leader. Alrighty. I'm gonna send you all to Chaos. /raid. Chaos. Make sure I spell his name right, yep. Alright. Blink. I'm sending you all over to the Titan side. As a hello from Decora, I suppose. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out during the stream today. I hope you had an amazing time, because I sure as heck did. As our main character Quack would say, please make sure you drink water, eat some food, take any medication you need to, and at some point, pretty please get some sleep. I hope you had an amazing day, everyone. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you all very, very soon. Say hello to Chaos for me, even though technically we already have. Goodbye!